You're watching the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Happy Friday. One day closer to the Jags-Texans revenge series. Prowler jerseys on the line. Bragging rights on the line. Redemption could be on the line. Definitely going to be an intense game. I should be at this one. I think Little Man said he wanted to go, so we'll be out there in full effect. Hamby, you going or you chilling?
Still TBD for me.
Still TBD. Stay tuned. Breaking news from Jason Hamby. Pushing all the right buttons. Brent Martineau will be here in a little bit. Hamby, you watched the game last night? Of course you did. We had money involved, but
We did.
We did have a little money involved. I think we kind of broke even or whatever, which is cool. But a few questions from last night's game on Amazon Prime, Bills-Dolphins. Question number one, and Al Michaels alluded to this, and, say what you want about Al Michaels in terms of the enthusiasm and sometimes how much he cares, especially when he's calling Jaguars games. But he had a little quip towards the end of the game that kind of stuck with me, and I want to get your thoughts on it. He basically said that Josh Allen is the coming attraction. It's must-see TV. I think every sport, Hamby, they have that one player, regardless of like how you feel about the team, where if you see that they're playing on national television, regardless of what the schedule looks like, you're going to try to watch that player. You know what I'm saying? I think with soccer, you had it with Messi for a while, or like, Ronaldo, however you're feeling about it. I think for basketball, obviously, it was LeBron James for a long time. Now I think it's up for debate who that player could be. For football, I think for the longest time, before it was Brady, to start things off with, but then it was Patrick Mahomes. I don't think Patrick Mahomes, despite, getting 10 primetime games a year, I don't think he's to that level anymore, just based off like what he has around him. Is Josh Allen the must-see attraction for the NFL? If you're going to show your friend who doesn't watch football, is like, man, you got to watch this guy. Is Josh Allen that guy now, or is it somebody else?
I'd probably still show him Lamar.
Lamar Jackson? Yeah. I mean, I think it's up for debate, right? And obviously, talk about last year, it's Josh Allen winning the MVP. Before that, it's Lamar Jackson. I'll say this much. I look at Lamar Jackson, and to me, it's must-see TV because nobody can do it like he does. Mm-hmm. Like, in terms of being so comfortable, almost like, and it's not like a disrespect, like lackadaisical in terms of like how he's not worried about a pass rush, how he can bypass, two pass rushers on the edge and step up in the pocket. Like, nobody makes it look as easy as Lamar Jackson. But, like, I feel like nobody, in terms of, like, when you're playing in the backyard, like, as a kid, like, yeah, maybe you want to be Lamar Jackson, but let's be realistic. I think more kids are trying to be like Josh Allen, right? Like, where you're a little bigger, yep. You're not as fast, you're not as mobile, but you're going to lower your shoulder, even if you had a broken nose, whatever's going on with his nose and everything, and you're going to sling 3 touchdown passes. So you think that you think Lamar Jackson's the must-see TV?
Yeah, I mean, it's real close. I mean,
yeah.
I would prefer to watch Josh Allen, personally.
Sure.
But just as far as highlight level plays, I think Lamar probably provides more of those. Okay.
And then a little follow-up question to that. You're starting a team.
Mm-hmm. It's Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson?
Absolutely.
Do you trust the arm of Josh Allen more, or why are you so quick to say Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson?
I think he controls the game more. I trust his arm a lot more. It's also, like, playoff-wise, I know neither of them have won it, but Josh has looked a lot more comfortable. Lamar has some turnover issues in the playoffs, and I know more of those were a couple years ago, and he played pretty decently well last year. But I just think Josh Allen and the size plays a big role for me, too. I don't think there's a single type of game that Josh Allen cannot win.
That's fair. But now can he get to the big one is the real question, right? Because Lamar's been there, yeah?
He hasn't been in a Super Bowl.
He hasn't been in a Super Bowl, yeah. But I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, in terms of comparability, like, they've both been in AFC Championship games.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe it is a horse apiece then until one actually goes and wins the whole thing.
Right.
Okay. Second question. Saw this from, what was Ryan Fitzpatrick mentioned this a little bit. You saw the post-press conferences, Tyreek Hill and everybody saying how, like, Mike McDaniel looked Like he had a little pissiness, I think is what Tyreek Hill said.
Okay, I missed that.
And then Ryan Fitzpatrick was saying at the post-game show about how, like he thinks that the coach made a statement against the team in the Bills that was supposed to win that football game. Am I wrong to say, is McDaniel still on the hot seat? Like, did that game do anything for you? Because Tua, I thought, was terrible. And by the way, you want to talk about the draft class of Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, and Joe Burrow, and then there's just Tua?
Right.
I mean, arguably one of the best draft classes in a long time, and then there's Tua.
Yep.
Right? How do you feel about McDaniel?
I mean, look, I think two things can be true. I was impressed with how the Dolphins played, keeping it that close. But as far as you lost.
Correct.
You lost. And the same things that beat you and the first 2 weeks beat you again. Late turnover, you couldn't stop the Bills when you needed to most. I don't think it really does anything for easing or cooling off McDaniel's seat. I don't know how it could. You lost the football game.
That's what I'm saying. See, I don't get where all the newfound love and compliments are coming from. Because if you look at McDaniel and why I think McDaniel was so celebrated when he first got on the scene, if you watched anything from the Dolphins, it was almost revolutionary in what he was doing on offense. He was running motions that we haven't really seen. He was getting, Mostert was leading the league in touchdowns for a while. Tyreek Hill was doing his thing. He had Tua Tagovailoa lead the league in passing in 1 year, which is, now you watch Tua play, it's I can't remember that happened, but it's true. So, we celebrate how great of a play caller and how great of a play designer McDaniel was. Did you see any plays last night where it was wow, that's a McDaniel play. Wow, that's something I haven't seen before. Granted, the Tyreek Hill touchdown, it was a nice route that he ran in the end zone to get a touchdown. But was there anything last night that showed you, oh, this is crazy? Because set aside from a couple 8-chan bubbles here and a couple, hey, Tyreek, try to go get it for us, please. I didn't see anything that was out of the ordinary in terms of NFL play calling.
Yeah, I don't think it was out of the ordinary. I mean, I noticed a couple. One really stuck out to me. It was just, scheming a guy wide open, which we expect him to do. It was, Tyreek Hill's on the left and Waddle motions over from the right. And while he's motioning, snap the football, and he runs a little out. But because of Tyreek Hill running.
Waddle was wide open.
He runs right to a lot of grass. I think it was a big third down conversion for him. That was a nice play. And I took note of it, but at the same time, that's not out of the ordinary. That's what we expect every offensive-minded play caller in the NFL to do, especially with those weapons. So, no, I don't think he really did anything different than what we've seen.
Brent, 4th and 5, 4th and 4, 4th and 5 late that they got, on that touchdown drive. I think it was kind of a similar I don't think it was the same play you're talking about, but, just coming across the field and making – I got to have it down. I thought he drew up a nice play, right? But, yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean – is it in with the new, out with the old that quick in the NFL?
In terms of firing a coach?
No, scheme.
Oh, scheme.
Where you can scheme guys open, but it gets figured out, right? It gets people catch up to it. And you can't, or was it just this reliance on crazy weapons? And Tyreek Hill isn't who he used to be, and their offense in general isn't who they used to be. Because their offensive line has been shaky, everything. So, I don't know. What is it? Is everybody faster now? Because they had speed. They had more speed than anybody else a couple years ago.
I mean, I still think they have speed. I think
Tyreek Hill, everybody else faster too.
I mean, I feel like if you got speed, you can scheme speed open. I just think that for whatever reason, he's not getting the most out of his players. And yeah, a lot of it stems from the offensive line. But to what we opened with, I mean, do you think he gets a pass now because of how they looked against the Bills?
No, I think somebody said, I can't remember what I was watching, or maybe I don't know. Gosh, I don't remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. They basically said he's not going to get fired because he lost to the Bills.
Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Is that Ryan Fitzpatrick?
That's what we might have been. That's what I was referring to, because Ryan Fitzpatrick was really complimentary in terms of you took on the Buffalo Bills and everything, and they're a solid team, and they were competitive against the Bills. And then Tyreek Hill, after the game, was kind of complimenting McDaniel just on how much fire he had to try to win that game.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You're a competitor. I don't think you get a lot of credit for that. I'm just saying I don't think he gets fired because of this loss. I also don't think you get a free pass for the rest of the year because of the almost good game. I think if you lose to the Jets and you go to 0-4, I think that's who they have next. I think that's the problem. Like that, because you marry that to what they looked like against the Colts, losing at home against the Patriots, who should not be caught up to you already, where you are in your build. Like, see, that's where I measure it. If I'm an owner, it's like, wait a minute. Patriots just had a new coach. They got like a second-year quarterback. Their roster is just okay, really. We should be well beyond losing to the Patriots at home. We should be winning that football game. Now, should we be where the Bills are? We can acknowledge the Bills are really good. Okay, you go up there on a Thursday night, tough to do, played hard, great. That's football. Like, sure. We had a normal week. We lost the game against Buffalo. Okay. But you should be ahead of the Jets. New coach, another try at quarterback. So I think these are measuring sticks with your own division that really cause pause. And the bottom line is, everybody knows it. You can see it flat out. We saw it with Doug last year. We've seen it in the past with Doug Marrone. They lose their mojo. Like the body language says everything about Mike McDaniel. Like everything. All the week, even yesterday, the loss, he does not have the demeanor he once had 3 years ago when he had swagger. I mean, he's a player that's lost his confidence. He's a coach that doesn't feel it like he did, where things were going well. And I think you can see it. I think we saw that with Doug last year, too. He had no answers, right? Like, you can actually see it plain today. Not that they're not trying for answers. Just don't have the answers.
Yeah. And also, I think, too, I think this game does mean a lot. And I get it's the Buffalo Bills. But to me, if you're on the hot seat, which McDaniel is, and you're the offensive-minded guy, it all comes down to what your quarterback looks like. It's why I think there's a lot of reasons why Doug Peterson, I think, was let go. But, it's what we talked about with Trevor Lawrence. If you're the offensive mind and you're supposed to get the best quarterback play, I get you look at Tua's number in the box score. It wasn't the worst thing. If you had him in fantasy, maybe you had an okay night. But, based off of what he was doing, it gave me zero confidence to say, yeah, this is the quarterback going forward for the Dolphins for years to come. It just didn't look like it. Yeah, now offensive line means something as well, and I get all that. But I just think that Tua, I don't think he's even a franchise quarterback at this point. And if that's the conversation that we're having, well, then that falls on the coach. Because an offensive-minded head coach, his number one responsibility is to get the best out of your quarterback. And you did for some years. He led the league in passing. I think those days are gone now. So if that's what we're having, I'm not even caring if you're playing the Patriots and I'm looking at what does your team look like right now? You're 0-3. You got curb stomped by the Colts. The Bills game may have been competitive, but what they look like on offense, I just think the time has come. And I get it. Maybe write out half the season or 3/4 of the season and then make a decision. But I think your time might be up unless you can make some kind of drastic turnaround where Tua is like the reincarnation of Patrick Mahomes. But I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, listen, I don't disagree with you. I think you can make the case right now. We talk about a couple of coaches, one in college football, one in the NFL, that are in a very similar boat. This is not being rescued by Billy Napier at Florida, and it's not being rescued, it looks like, with Mike McDaniel in Miami. I said at the end of last year, I was surprised that they didn't make a move. I thought they should have made a move at the end of last year. I think you could feel all this, everything you're saying, everything we're seeing. I think you could feel it at the end of last year. Now, they know way more stuff. We're not covering the Dolphins day in, day out. But I think you're right about Tua. The thing that's interesting about Tua, too, there's so many times they run the damn screen or running back in the flat. It's like,
well, that's the check down.
I know it's a check down.
Yeah.
They check down more. No wonder why his percentage is like 70%. I can make that throw.
That's what I'm saying. He's Tua for whatever reason. They're trying to scheme guys deep. Tyreek Hill was open a couple times last night. He's comfortable with the check down. And it's not the worst call because you have HN, who's one of the fastest running backs in the league. So he can turn, a 1-yard reception into a 6-7 yard gain. So I'm not knocking it. But yeah, that's where the box score comes. You see, okay, well, pretty good completion percentage. All right, yardage was watch
yardage is nothing. He threw for nothing.
It was 186 or something.
Was it that high? Golly,
I think it didn't feel like it was
that high. He threw a hospital ball on a check
140. Yeah,
hospital ball.
Hospital ball. Where did that come from?
That's always been a term.
Yeah, but obviously I get with Brian Thomas Jr. now and Trevor and everything,
gosh,
but that's
it's gone wild in the last. It's terrible. I'm just joking around about it, but on the one, HN got crushed on the one play. Right. Here's the thing: when I look at Tua, that makes you worried. I think if you're a Tua fan, and all you gotta do is go look at the prop bets. All right.
Okay.
And it's over 1.5 yards rushing For a young, we're not talking about Aaron Rodgers at 41 years old or when Tom Brady was this age or something like that. I don't think, Austin, you can play this position effectively if you can't move. And he actually moved a little bit last night, to his credit. But the reality is he really is not a mover, and he can't. He can buy a little time. He did a little bit yesterday, but I think he just looks to me like he plays the game slower than everybody else. Even his drop back to get to where he probably needs to be, to get to throw that deep ball, right? And to get the timing of everything. He is such a timing guy because of his arm strength. I think because of the way he moves. Like, everything seems like it has to be just about perfect for it to work for him. And I like Tua, and I think he's done a better job than many people would have imagined. But I just think that's my problem watching him. Forget about how much money he's making, who he is, everything else. I just think for today's NFL, he looks like he's in the right lane on the highway, and everybody else is in the high-speed lane.
I hear you. But, you think Matthew Stafford doesn't scramble, and he does all right?
No, but I think what he can overcome then is there's two things for me. He's got massive experience, and he's still got the fastball, right? I mean, he still can really zip it in there. But when you have that kind of experience, it's different. I mean, Tua has experience, but it's not. I don't feel like when I watch Tua, he's outsmarting everybody.
No,
I think Matthew Stafford can do that.
I think Tua's obviously. I think he's just he's a victim of the circumstance of being in a McDaniel offense, and he's benefited from it for a while, and now. I just think that for whatever reason it's lost its luster. And he doesn't have the dual threat capabilities to make up for it if something breaks down, and he doesn't really have the arm strength to try to go above and beyond and make that big play. I mean, even when he had the year where it was, leading the league in passing, a lot of that was just Tyreek Hill on, a 10-yard in and using his speed to turn it into a 70-yard touchdown. So, I agree with you. I don't think the arm's there. Obviously, the mobility is not there. It's not a good combination. And I don't think McDaniel, in terms of his team and getting the most out of him, he's lost it. So you take that into combination, he's probably
limited, isn't he? It feels limited.
Yeah, he definitely feels limited. Also, you sent me a video from the broadcast last night.
Yeah, I was gonna wait to come back in with it, but we can do it right now.
What is this right here? You set it up?
Well, this is have you heard it yet or not?
I haven't.
Amazon Prime did a lot of things last night that I was questioning.
Oh, this is one going around. Is this the late in the game situation?
Well, go ahead.
Can I just say one more thing real quick, because I think we're going to get off it? Just to your point about the whole Dolphins thing, the guy that I'm surprised he hasn't developed, and maybe you guys play more fantasy than me, but I just don't really notice him, is Waddle.
Waddle, he's hurt. Well, he's
just
been
hurt last couple. I mean, but he just.
He's banged up, but I hear you.
I don't feel like he's. I feel like he's just another guy. As a receiver, I don't feel like you go into a game like, wonder what kind of numbers he's going to put up.
Yeah,
he struggled big time last year. I know fantasy-wise, people were really, really high on him last year, just because of how often he's targeted by Tua. I was not, so he got reached for in a couple of my leagues. But I think. We expected this guy to be Tyreek Hill in some senses.
They were supposed to be able to move on from Tyreek Hill at some point, right, with him.
Yeah.
Looked like a great 1-2 punch. But anyway,
sure.
I just don't see the development there. But you're right. Injuries can slow you in.
He's supposed to be like Devontae Smith is in Philly. And, Grant, he had a shoulder injury against the Colts the first game of the season, and I don't think he's kind of been the same. So I think a lot of the time with Waddle, he's more of a decoy than he is actually, trying to make plays out there.
All right, get to your so last night of the broadcast.
Yeah, so, with the Amazon Prime broadcast and everything, if you watch the halftime report, they announced that the Masters are coming to Amazon Prime, so they broke down the Masters for 20 minutes during halftime, which I'm sure a lot of people went crazy for.
That crew has trouble breaking down football sometimes. Forget about the Masters.
I'm all set, right? They're sharing pictures and everything of being on the course and talking about some cabin, I guess, on a hole. I'm all set. But they had this audio clip that they played. Well, they had this clip during the game in the fourth quarter when, it's still exciting and everything and fantasy implications and maybe prop bet implications are still on the line. And they felt the need to throw this in there. And I just thought, what a weird spot to throw this commentary into this game. Hit it, Hamby.
The NFL is investigating accusations of domestic violence against Tyreek Hill. In filings made earlier this month related to his divorce, Hill's ex-wife alleges he was violent with her on 8 separate occasions dating back to January 2024. He's denied this and has not been charged criminally. In 2015, Hill pleaded guilty to domestic violence charges stemming from his time at Oklahoma State.
Thank you. He's no stranger to off-the-field stuff.
So what does Al Michaels want to do with that?
Yeah, I know.
Dude's already lacking energy. Now you're just going to be, hey, by the way, Al, check this out. Like, how about we wait till everything goes through the courts, I guess? Like, I just didn't think you had to throw that out there.
Was it Al Michaels last week who said, Laramie Tunsil is no stranger to that call?
I think that was Al Michaels, wasn't it?
Man, he's just finding a way to hit the no stranger every week.
Listen, he's Al. This had nothing to do with Al, by the way, in my opinion. But this Al has hit the point where I can't wait to be in life, where I just don't give a damn what I say.
Don't care, man.
Right? Like, yeah. And he's got a microphone to say it. Like,
you got a name.
That's Al.
You do your thing.
But he's 70-something years old. This was an awkward situation, and I had a couple of thoughts going through my mind at the same time as I was watching it, because I don't always watch the Thursday night game like listening to it and everything else. I'm just catching some of it. But at this point, I was listening. Might have been seeing if the Bills pulled off 5.5 or not. Yeah.
Get your money.
Could have been 5.5 at one point.
Talking about just like straight up? Like, I mean, not like alternate?
Yeah. Nice. So anyway, I first thought of, like, how are they going to handle this coming back? Like, it's so awkward to throw it back to the booth when it's coming off a story like that. Now, he did fine. He's like, hey, he's no stranger. Like, that actually probably wasn't a bad transition line. And then he was like, we'll see what happens with the NFL.
Yeah.
But to me, I'll tell you my thought on this, and I have no idea. But Kaylee Hartung is her name, right? Who does the sideline?
No idea.
She's not necessarily, if I know this correctly, she's not like your traditional sports sideline reporter. She's actually worked, I think, for CNN.
She did,
if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So I think she grew up in the news world, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
And so my thought is, Austin, she's like, hey, she's kind of being like the news person in their production meetings or as they're getting ready for this game. Like, hey, we gotta this is part of the Tyreek Hill story. We have to, we can't just ignore the fact that he's under investigation by the NFL.
Okay, but how many fans because we have this all the time in press conferences, right? Where are you going to ask the question that the fans are thinking? How many fans last night do you think watching that Amazon Prime game were going, man, I wonder if they're going to get to the Tyreek Hill ex-wife controversy of the domestic dispute that's not even found guilty or innocent yet, but I wonder if they're going to address it because that's a topic.
No, I'm not telling you that the fans are craving for it. I'm just telling you I think sometimes this is an insertion in a meeting of, hey, I'm like the news reporter / sports reporter, and we can't just ignore this. And maybe this is a little bit of this is the other thing I thought about. Maybe this is Amazon, like, hey, I know CBS and Fox and ESPN and ABC and NBC, they don't really touch this kind of stuff in a broadcast, but we're going to do it a little bit different. Like, we're going to acknowledge the fact that, hey, the reality is this guy's got some legal stuff that he's dealing with as well. And is it part of his story? Was that the appropriate time for the story? Is there anything new on that story? I could rail against all of it, quite frankly. And I do think it was perceived, at least on social media, as what the hell's going on. Correct. I'm just telling you, where did it come from is my guess. This is just a guess that she's more of a news kind of reporter and maybe used a little bit of her influence, however much she might have, to say, I really think we should be at least mentioning this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
And I'm not saying she's right.
But then Jeff Bezos and Amazon, how about we know our audience a little better, right? Instead of talking about the allegations of Tyreek Hill, which once again, let's let the courts play out and see how it pans out. How about we talk about the swaggerless Mike McDaniel during the halftime during the halftime period, looking lost, looking like he just didn't want to be there.
Yeah, I don't need to hear it either. I don't know the value of it for the fan or for the person watching. I also don't know if this is kind of their attempt to be like, well, we're not ESPN, by the way, which is owned by the NFL a little bit. They might twist and spin some stories and might not tell everything, but we're going to tell it the way it is. It might be this thing. I don't know. I just
man.
don't know, but I'm telling you, that's where my thought came from in live moments of where this might have occurred. Because it's not only, the crazy thing is when you have a game that's about over in sports, you don't usually go to this guy's got legal trouble. It was the timing of it at all, right? Like, it was like, hey, you might be able to do this as a report in the second quarter. Like, here's an update on this stuff, or he's also dealing with this stuff. Why has it been a slow start? Well, he's got 15 kids, and he also has this, and, he's got a lot of stuff on his plate, whatever.
Sure.
Like, you might also have been able to take that angle, but it was a really odd time and place for it because it was like run out the clock time with a tight shot of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
That's not you could, like, to your point, you could easily be like, hey, how hot is the seat for Mike McDaniel?
Of course.
And a tight shot of him instead.
Yeah. I just thought it was a pointless thing.
Well, you're not alone. I mean, Twitter thinks it as well.
Hey,
they kind of.
That's why I brought it up, man. One of the trending topics this morning.
Well, I also say, like, Twitter's also 10%, right? Like, is it the whole audience? I don't know if everybody feels the same way about it. Twitter didn't like it because it started to go. Somebody brought it up. It was like, what the hell did they bring this up? And I was like, oh, this is going to catch on.
Yeah, but also I think, like, me being a football fan and having played the game, I think, like, I have a decent idea of, like, what people want to hear and what people don't want to hear. And I just think at that point in that game, once again, with nothing that's even come to light in terms of whether it's true or false, you had to address it. That's where I'm coming from. I'm not even necessarily taking Twitter's side. I mean, I saw it's a trending topic on Twitter, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
But, like, I think the overall football fan that was watching that last night sat back and said, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week we had Rich Podolsky on, who wrote a book about Madden and Pat Summerall, and Delphonic actually brings up, imagine John Madden saying that, like he never would. Now, in fairness, Kirk Herbstreit, now Michaels didn't say it either. This is why I believe this is the background of this reporter using a little bit of weight to at least bring it up, say, hey, I want to get this in, and a producer and whatever, like, satisfying. And I have no idea about that, by the way. I'm not trying to say right or wrong on Kaylee Hartung, but I just thought, I was like, where would this have come from? And why would it have been in that spot? Like, that's my bigger thing. It's like, it's not in that spot. I mean, all these, you go to the bets, be like, hey, how's the over-under on all these different things these days? Garbage time.
Yeah. Do something, man.
I'm trying to think of the last broadcast that you heard that. Like something like that.
A controversial?
Well, no, that just was like brought up about somebody's past. That wasn't an immediate thing.
Anytime you watch the NFL or NBA draft.
Yeah. But they're giving you background on people there. It's more appropriate. I know it gets overboard. It's just more appropriate because it's part of their background check. It's part of their interview. It's part of they might be red flagged. Like, that makes a little bit more sense to me. I mean, when was the last bit of Tyreek Hill stuff even in the news? 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago?
Well, in terms of the allegations?
Yeah.
It was, I think his ex released the report like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, was
it? So it was like I think it was week 1, like right before the game.
Right before the
came
season. Yeah, that would probably by their.
And then obviously Tyreek Hill, the last season with Calais Campbell when he got pulled over and everything.
Yeah, he's had some stuff. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. But, that was an odd time. Nice shirt.
Yeah, man. Rocking that Brew
Odds
Crew.
on favorite to win the World Series. They should be. Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that much, but I'm cheering for him, man.
By the way, I looked up at the standings today because the Red Sox can't beat the A's. Only a game and a half up now on the Cleveland Guardians, who have won 9 out of 10, getting a little concerned. About last week, week and a half ago, it was 5 games up. It was like, oh, well, that's okay. They might end up as the third wild card or second or whatever.
Might not get to even play now, huh? And be how the Braves doing. All right.
Terrible.
All right.
The Reds are still 2 out.
Do you want to give a Braves? You go to commercial. Do you want to give a Braves report? Like, are they still playing hard at least? I haven't been following them, man. I'm not going to lie.
They've actually won 4 of their last 5.
There we go.
Playing hard.
There we go.
Hurricanes and Gators out of Miami. Talk a little bit about that one. Live in your lane coming up. We're going to guess the snap count for Travis Hunter. This is going to be fascinating to see how much he plays. Clayton Kershaw, former Jacksonville Sun. And we'll get into the wagers on the weekend and weekend spreads presented by Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls, as well as we get our picks in later today. Let's have a fun Friday here on the Brent and Austen Show on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of the filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Travon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right?
That's right.
So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
What you think about this color scheme?
Let me guess what it's called.
Oh my, I don't even know if I know that.
I mean, come on, Brent, it's your truck. You got to know the color. What is that? Like a dark pearl, or you don't know the color of it?
I don't think
it's
it's
gray.
It's not called just gray. All right, that's not
Hamby,
what happens.
Hamby, I'm not sure if you owned a vehicle before, but very rarely do you go to the dealerships and they ask you, "Hey, what kind of color
We
do
don't
you
go
do?"
to
Just gray.
GMC and get just gray.
Yeah, nice looking car.
So here's I like
or
it.
vehicle.
All right, we got GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation 2024. Had a 2020 GMC Sierra. Love the truck, right? So a little new ride and.
Nice.
Like for this instance, I didn't even really pick out the color and the scheme, but I went, like Liv shot me a text the other day. She's like, "Is that your new truck?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, that's sweet."
Mm-hmm.
Like she got excited about the color scheme.
I'm a big gray guy,
and
I know it's not gray, but
it's not gray. And then,
sweet to me.
like, so I went to Kaylee's game on Wednesday night. She's like, "Oh, I like that color scheme." What I'm trying to tell you is the younger folks seem to like this look.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's making me a little bit more hip.
There we go.
A little bit more cool when I'm driving down the Jacksonville roads, like Brent's styling.
Nice. I'll consider that when I get my new truck.
Yeah, you didn't hit you the same way. You weren't like, "Ooh, that's
because
that doesn't fit you, Brent." You would just get gray instead of pearl gray.
Oh no, man! I mean, hey, I'm very happy for you. Now, am I a little bitter because my truck got totaled and I'm gonna be in the market for a new one? Yeah. So the last thing I want to do is celebrate like somebody else's brand new truck when I'm currently like in the looking for one. But yeah, it's all good. Congratulations, man.
Well, thanks. Nivik Buick GMC, by the way, NivikBuickGMC.com. Yeah,
Glock Silver. I like that. I like Glock Silver YB400. Yeah.
Go visit on Phillips
Let's go with
Highway.
that
And you might need one, so maybe I'll go shopping with
I'll use code word Brent, get 20% off, just like the Shady Rays glasses that you gave me when I got fired.
That's right.
Yeah, I didn't get fired.
Those were 50% off at the time. That's not what you're going to get on the truck. Just let's be clear about that.
I believe
no
it.
false advertising here, but you can experience professional grade at Nivik Buick GMC. And how about save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0%. Yeah, 0% financing. God, I love to hear that. Make sure you check out NivikBuickGMC.com or Nivik Buick GMC right off Phillips Highway to see the showroom. Got plenty of inventory and good walking around the lots to check out what you want. Nobody but Nimnik.
Austen, you'd be very pleased to know that I was driving a brand new Chevy Silverado over the weekend.
Ooh.
Bright red, just like I like it.
Okay.
This was the Nimnik on Cassett Avenue. And shoot, man, that was a demo model, so also very heavily discounted. Brand new, but 6,000 miles, all the new warranty, all the deals that you get with a brand new truck, but 6,000 miles. Again, very heavily discounted.
Yeah.
So that might be an option for you.
Okay. I'll wait. You were test driving it, you said? Or
yeah, I was checking it out over the weekend.
Just that you're not. I mean, I don't get the same truck as you. You're not going to get it.
Not permanently, no.
Okay, got that permanently. Okay, like leasing ish, or what do you?
Yeah, a little demo ride.
Okay.
The I'm now trying to find. Now I really want to know the car, the color of this.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. It's your vehicle. Like, let's have a little respect for your vehicle, please.
I know it. I didn't. I got to look.
No, you definitely didn't.
I got to look at the name. I'll get it.
Okay.
For sure. But or you can just go through the options, the many options. GMC.com. Hey, the Jags. Hey, how concerned should the Jags be? 2 injuries. One, Brian Thomas Jr. were like, yeah, okay, whatever. Right? Wrist injury.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
He was limited in practice, like after the show yesterday. Limited compared to full participant Wednesday. I don't think people are concerned about it, though.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, this doesn't have to feel like a big deal, and I don't want to underrate it, but it doesn't have to feel like a big deal. He actually didn't make it a big deal on Wednesday when we talked to him either. He was like, yeah, it's nothing.
Okay.
Or something like that. I think the bigger deal is Ezra Cleveland. Ezra Cleveland missed practice on Wednesday and Thursday. And, I mean, that offensive line has been so good, you almost just don't want to make any changes there.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean he can't play. We'll see today. He's a veteran guy, so he might just be like, okay, no, let's really rest this sucker and then play on Sunday. So it could get that. And I do think Chuma Edoga is a guy that they're confident in no matter where they put him on the offensive line. He was impressive in August.
Big
so
dude, too.
I believe that will be the guy that would take his place at the left guard position. Could be Monheim as well, the young player. That would cause a little bit more concern going against this defensive front of Houston if that's the way they go, just because we don't know anything other than, okay, he was good in camp, but he's never played an NFL game.
Yeah, I mean, generally in the situations, unless it's like a first-round stud that's, coming off of an injury during the preseason and they're trying to work him back in, you're going to err on the side of the more experienced players. So, yeah, I think like Monheim, we hear a lot of great things about him. Tony Baselli connection in terms of USC. Probably not going to get that opportunity quite yet.
We're going to get to live in your lane, and you guys take us there in just a moment on the offensive line of the Jags going up against this defense. This will be the part one, I think, Hamby. And I just feel, you know me, I feel like this game is big in so many ways. I'm not going to keep repeating myself on that. But I do think part of the reason is you can, in the trenches, say, hey, we are not the same Jags the way we are blocking people, the way we are physical in that area. You got to go way back to really find an offensive line that you felt was super physical for the Jags. And I'm talking way back, like maybe the late Vinny Manawai. You had him as part of that, like in the mid-2000s.
Well,
he was really good.
I would say 2011 when Mojo led the league in rushing was pretty good.
It was good. And I'm not saying
Meester, Uche, Eugene, Eben.
Eben was on that line. Yeah. Yeah, and I do think in fair or not fairness or maybe fair, we gave so much credit to Mojo.
No, and as you should. I mean,
because they gave him the ball a ton that year.
They gave him the ball a ton, but also I think it speaks volumes when you have a quarterback in Blaine Gabbert, who at the time was kind of, underachieving and everything, where every single game plan from a defense stacked the box. So that was on the legs of Mojo, but that offensive line still did their thing as well.
Yeah. So, and by the way, just let's take that. Okay, that's 2011, I think it was, like you said. That means you got to go back some 14 years.
It's been a while.
And I don't think the Jags' offensive line has been as bad as a lot of people think it has been. I think they've been okay in other, like, pass pro and some spots. It hasn't been, like, a revolving door necessarily. Now, there have been some years where it just hasn't been good.
Yeah.
Flat out not good. But I think over that time, I wouldn't say, like, the worst part of this football team is the offensive line. But I think this is what people have been begging for from the offensive line, an offensive line that you can feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're getting a little bit right now in Jacksonville, at least for the first 2 weeks. And that's why I think this is a big deal, because this is a different front. This is a different defense. If you can make this defense feel you, then that bodes well going to San Fran the next week and playing just that kind of style of ball that we equate with teams like the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers over the years.
Yeah, and especially I think in a game against Houston where I think you want to win the line of scrimmage, right? I mean, Houston's like, this will be the test, right? Because we talked about how good the offensive line has looked week 1 and week 2. Well, now you're playing more of a stouter defensive line, and you're playing a much better secondary than what you're accustomed to seeing. So, to me, this is going to be really the challenge to see exactly where your offensive line stacks up now, where your offense in totality stacks up, because the Houston Texans are a little better than the Bengals or the Panthers in terms of their defense.
On the flip side, Hammy's Burner in the chat says, isn't JHA facing a rookie this weekend? Yes, Ariante Ursary, the left tackle for the Texans, is the second rounder from Minnesota.
Yeah, so we'll get to that side of the ball in a bit, probably over the next hour when we hit Live in Your Lane Part 2. But let's go Live in Your Lane Part 1.
Want me to set it up quick?
Nope.
Why are we doing this?
Because
why?
You can't magically appear.
How come you get to interview Trevor Lawrence in the stadium and we cut right to that and it's not a big deal?
We weren't supposed to.
Oh, okay.
But you can still set it up.
You can set it up. I'm not here. I have to go to the studio.
Yeah, sure.
And I have to change my shirt too. That's
you do
black.
have to change your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hurry up and do that.
Okay. Can we just tell them what happened? We recorded this yesterday. Is that not a big deal? Like, can we just say what the truth? It'll be all right. I don't think the people in the chat really care.
Okay, let's pop him back up.
All right, pop it back up.
Let him do it.
Okay,
it's the way Hamby would rather do it too.
So this is recorded yesterday. So I'm wearing a different color shirt. All right.
What would you like to set up?
I'm going to set up what we're talking about. So this is the first one, offensive line. We're talking about the Jaguars offensive line?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is the Jaguars offensive line in terms of how they got to stop this Texans defense. Obviously, it stems with, two bookends that we talk about. But I think they throw some wrinkles in there as well, and we'll kind of break that down a little bit of what this offensive line can look forward to against the Houston Texans.
All right, Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans at home and hopefully end it in a win for the first time since 2017. Now, listen, I asked you, what can this defense do to cash in on this Houston Texans offense? Because this offensive line has been crumbling the first 2 weeks. Really, CJ Stroud has been using his legs. The pocket has been collapsing. Austen, what do you see as a former defensive?
Yeah, so basically what we're talking about here is if you want to exploit the Houston Texans, it starts on their offensive line, right? And it really starts at their tackles here. We're going to highlight a little bit. You talk about Travon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen. In terms of the box score of quarterback sacks, maybe their numbers aren't quite up there, but this Houston offensive line so far this season, they have given up 6 sacks. They give up 3 sacks to the Rams and then 3 sacks as well to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And let's just get one example here of what this offensive line is going through. I want to highlight real quick, though.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at this formation right here, what this defense is in, you essentially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 possible guys who could be blitzing or dropping back, right?
Yeah.
And as a center, as a running back, as an offensive line, this can be very confusing. Coach Campanelli loves running this type of look right here, this exotic look where you don't know who's going to come, you don't know who's going to drop back. Let's see how it processes out here.
Me and my button pushing abilities. There we go.
You're killing it right now. All right, cool.
Sack.
So they ended up bringing 6 guys and dropping back 2, right? Which is pretty common. We've seen Jacksonville do this as well. This theoretically could be a quarterback sack for the Jaguars as well because we've seen them do that before. My only caution, though, and we saw this against Cincinnati, when they try to send the house, and this is sending 7, 8 guys, we saw 2 touchdowns. We saw the one in the end zone to Jamar Chase, and we saw T. Higgins get that long touchdown on that go route. I think that was in the 4th quarter as well. You don't have to do this here, right? Because you don't have 2 wide receivers, they're going to beat you. All you have is Nico Collins. Christian Kirk is questionable right now, but even if that's the case, he's not the burner. He's more of the security blanket, going to be across the middle here. So I think if you do want to go with this look that the Rams went with, it's cool, but don't send the house.
Don't send the house.
Don't send the house.
We have one more offensive look to show you guys because this is going to be another crucial matchup for this Jacksonville Jaguars defense against a crumbling offensive line. Here we go.
And this is literally sending 4 guys, right? But this is how Tampa Bay chose to try to exploit this offensive line, only sending 4. They were confident in it. And this is where guys like Mason Smith and Eric Armstead can shine a little bit as well. Eric Armstead had, I think, a pretty good game against the Bengals. Their interior is also ripe to be beat, I feel like. And this is a classic example right here of we have this defensive tackle essentially just throwing this guy out the club, and let's see what happens here.
Throw him out of the club.
Throw him out of the club. Don't wear tall tees in the club. Don't wear Crocs in the club. That's exactly what happened right here. Interior shines, but also you had the defensive ends coming as well. So this is an offensive line that isn't quite in sync yet. Hasn't allowed CJ Stroud to play to the best of his abilities. And I think the Jaguars' defensive line and also their linebackers, if you're going to blitz, can really feast on this.
Yeah, for Austen Lane, I'm Olivia Tasley. That's Live in Your Lane. Guys, let's send it back to you.
Okay, guys.
Like I said, man, we shot it yesterday. People can deal with it. It's all good. We'll be all right.
Hey, by the way, Hamby, we jumped right to Hamby's burner, that is. We jumped right to your Josh Hines-Allen facing a rookie this weekend, and that goes into that one. So we'll visit the other side of the ball in the next hour.
So misspoke. That wasn't the offensive line game
I mislabeled,
plan.
really.
Well, no, it's all good, man. But I'm just clarifying. That was more of what the Jaguars defense can do, obviously, against this offensive line.
Yeah, I think people get it. You're good. We'll visit the other side of the ball throughout the other rest of the show. But just to that point, you said this a couple times this week. It's like you really got to be fearful of Nico Collins in all this, right? And I will say this. I don't know if you have this. This might go along with this conversation, Hamby, but Daniel Griffith's image today, because the Jags right now are doing a really good job of not giving up the explosive plays, knock on wood. Overall, okay.
Last
year they gave up 1 million of them.
Sure.
But I
feel like Cincinnati had a couple of them.
They did.
Okay.
I'm not telling you they're giving up none.
Okay.
Like I think but obviously Carolina didn't.
Yeah.
And they did give up a couple, like on the touchdown, and I think there was another big one over the top to Chase, if I remember.
I mean, there was the one to Chase. There was the T. Higgins touchdown. I think there was that Jets. I mean, depending what you qualify for explosive plays.
Well, I think more over the top stuff.
Oh, okay.
And like Dana Griffith said, teams are just 2 for 10 passing deep against the Jags so far.
Deep. Okay, gotcha.
And that's where the Dewey pick came from. Yep. Eric Murray's had a pick. So here's a little closer look at the safeties. And the safeties are going to have to do their job against Nico Collins to the point, just marrying those two things together, that if they do send the house, if they show that look to Stroud, you got to be on point and not allow the big play.
Well, and once again, and see that this is where I'm against sending the house. Like, and when I say sending the house, it's sending 7, 8 players.
Like 5's okay, right?
Yeah, 5 is okay, and even 6 is okay, Brent. Like that's fine. But we talked about this a lot Monday after the Bengals game. You saw when they sent the house twice. It went to Jamar Chase for a touchdown. It went to T. Higgins for a touchdown, right? They don't have 2 wide receivers that are going to beat you like T. Higgins, like Jamar Chase did. Now, they have Nico Collins, who if you give him opportunity to burn you, he's going to burn you, right? He's had some nice catches so far. And he had that great touchdown catch on what was it, Thursday night or Sunday? Whatever that was.
Thursday.
Monday night. Thank you. On Monday night. So you can't let him beat you. But I think when you have that, and that's really all you have to worry about right now, I think that gives you the benefit of the doubt saying, hey, we don't got to send everybody. Let's just stop Nico. Let's send, 4 or 5 because we have the pass rushers up front that can win, and things should be all right.
Yeah, read more about the Jags and their safeties, what they're doing, actionsportsshacks.com. That's Daniel's article today, but it's huge. I mean, it's a big part right now in the early going. Jags were so bad at explosive plays last year. So that 2 for 10 number passing deep is big. Plus, they got turnovers out of it, too. I mean, that group is getting turnovers, really been fundamentally good, it feels like. Just pretty sound football. They'll need that again. One other note about Houston on the offensive line. They've really been trying for years now. They're not that different than Cincinnati, it feels like. That over the years, they haven't been great up front at times. Yep. They've had a running back to neutralize it in Mixon. Or they've had Stroud, who had a big year a few years ago, to kind of neutralize it. But they haven't been stout on the offensive front, even though they did have Laramie Tunsil for all those years, who was one of the best left tackles in the game. And what'd they say this year? Well, he's either not anymore or we're getting rid of him, and we're going to replace and replenish. It's not the best answer and the best look so far to get rid of your best offensive lineman and really be struggling in your pass protection part of the game.
No, it's a horrible look. And also, I mean, obviously losing Joe Mixon hurts them a lot in their pass protection as well, because with Nick Chubb, they can't really rely on him to be that, that passing down running back. So then you bring in Dare Ogunbowale, who, former Jacksonville Jaguar and everything. But, it's kind of a tell, right, where if you see Nick Chubb in the game, I'd probably expect to run, right? Now, they have tried to throw some wrinkles in there and get Chubb in the passing game, but, that's not his MO. That's not his identity. When you see a Ogunbowale in there, or, the rookie now that might get a little more shine, that Woody Marks, well, then you can probably expect it's going to be more of a pass situation and not necessarily a run between the tackles. So, essentially, the problem that you had here, I feel like with Tank Bigsby, and why you got rid of him or traded him away is the exact same problem that they have right now in Houston, where they have what they have and they have to make it work, but it's not what they want to do.
Yeah. One last thing about this matchup on this side of the ball. Josh Hines-Allen and Travon Walker are off to a nice start.
Yep.
These are the games they've really got to dominate and impact. And if you look at them last week, I thought they did. They caused 2 interceptions. They almost caused another turnover. The sack we talked about Travon, but Josh played well too. So against this not so great offensive line, they've got to be game wreckers. That's who you think they are. It's not it's good enough to play well and solid and pressures and normal flow. But at some point during the stretch of this game, Travon or Josh also have to wreck a play that probably turns it into something good for you.
Yeah,
these are the kind of games that has to happen, and they have been historically pretty good.
Yeah,
against the Texans.
They've been really good. Yeah, and obviously you have to rely on that, because especially if you plan on sending 4 or 5 and just playing back a little bit, which I think you should, then you're going to have to rely on Josh Hines-Allen and Travon Walker to keep doing their thing.
And it's another chance to get Armstead going. You thought he played pretty well last week, right?
Yeah, I thought he played pretty well. I think it's definitely a matchup where he can gain some more confidence for sure.
Could you argue that was the best game that he's played in a Jags uniform?
Eric Armstead?
Not many to pick from.
Not too many to pick from. I mean, Off the top of my head, recency bias, sure, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he had probably.
Yeah. It's not a lot, like I said. But just think about it this way then. I think you could argue that was the most dominant we've seen Travon Walker be in a football game on Sunday, and maybe the best game for Armstead. Yeah. And then, like, Lloyd, the way he played, and obviously with you got some guys playing really good football.
Of course.
Foye Oluokun's off to a hell of a start to this year, too.
Yep.
But we've seen him play a lot of good football, too. So it's a good matchup, maybe.
For
this Jags defense. Something we weren't saying at all last year.
Not at all, man. You're just trying to survive and hold your water last year.
All right. Hey, we're going to visit with Jack's pals. When we come back, we'll go visit the other side of the football in this matchup with the Jags in Houston. Obviously, a huge game in Jacksonville, Sunday, 1 o'clock on CBS 47. That's coming up after the break. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. The Prowler uniforms on Sunday. First of 4 times they'll wear them. You can actually buy tickets to the entire package that they have all the Prowler uniforms for, and you get a gift with it. But it's the Monday nighter against Kansas City, game you'll want to be at, obviously, and the other division games, too, against the Colts and the Titans. Let's hope this place is packed on Sunday and energized. Should be a pretty nice day for a football game.
Let's go.
In late September. And it's a massive game for the Jags. And, heck, it's a fun team to watch right now. They've been fun to watch in the first couple of weeks of the season.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, we have what you need.
Get a Moto Guzzi Stone Corsa for just $235 a month, or a Triumph Trident for as low as $207 a month, or the popular Honda Rebel 1100 DCT starting at a low $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from all of our great brands, only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day, just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I want to play in the NFL.
That's it back to her left side, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass.
And they have been. We've been talking, we've been articulating.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
Content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjax.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep,
Not
can't eat.
eating.
You see that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $100 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We showed no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47. CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School. Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School. Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Okay, I should throw this up here. By the way, we got I got the Prowler Puffs.
Is it actually cereal in there?
No.
Oh, man.
It's actually.
I was like, we got to crack that open.
I Travon signed this.
Nice.
So I don't know if we're going to keep it in here or give it away sometime or whatever, but it's pretty unique. They the Jags. There's a shirt in here as well.
Oh, wow.
Like a Prowler Puff shirt, and it has all the 4 games on there. But
nice.
It's kind of like there aren't many of these, from what I understand.
Okay.
So I might go to the highest bidder.
Collect the yeah.
But I think there are some with cereal because Cam Little did the spot with cereal.
Okay.
So
Brent, I mean, with all due respect,
I
I get that's like an exclusive one. You got to get the cereal one next time.
I know it.
I could care less about a T-shirt.
Well, there are some hanging around. We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. But that's what I've been told. This is all like second hand.
Okay.
Not for actual reporting. Let's say hello to everyone from Jack's Pal. And by everyone, I mean Eric Witherspoon and Janae Brown join us. And I know Janae was in last month, I think, with you guys while I was out of town. I don't know where I was. I can't remember now. But good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
And happy football season.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Happy everything season. I know you guys have some exciting news. You've been working on a brand new fall festival.
I have.
And when you see inaugural, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of work that goes into that first one, isn't there?
Yeah.
But that's exciting when you start something new, right?
Yes, it's very exciting. So just to tell you guys a little bit about it, we're doing a fall festival, Jack's Pal, October 18th from 4 to 8 at Austin Park. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to have face painting, balloon twisting, vendors, food trucks, raffles, and a lot more. And we're actually, people can apply to be a vendor or food truck right now on our website. So if you guys want to do that, please feel free. Yeah, it's going to be a great community event. And come on out and have fun.
Okay, why this? Why did you guys pick kind of this carnival festival idea, and why new at this time? I know you're somewhat new on board, so is this one of your initiatives? But I guess give me the why a little bit.
So the why for me is I did start with Jack's Pal in January, and my biggest thing is awareness. I really want people to know about Jack's Pal in a very safe and fun way. And what's not more fun than a festival? Right?
Absolutely.
So this is something that I kicked off. I think it will be a great way to spread awareness about Jack's Pal, JSO, as well as giving kids something to do in a safe environment.
Well, and Janae, you also, I'm seeing here, you guys are going to have a trunk or treat. So are we going to be dressing up as well? I mean, if I'm bringing my son, do you want my son to bring his full-fledged Halloween costume? Because it's going to be like a couple hours of prepping if that's the case. I just have to know.
Yes.
Okay. Costumes.
I want everyone to go all out.
You got it.
On your best costume,
Okay.
especially the little babies.
Yeah.
It's going to be a trunk or treat, have fun, dress up. Everything.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Eric, how you doing, man?
Doing great. We're just happy to have Jasmine with us, having Janae with us.
It's so funny. Let me tell you something.
We have to explain this.
Hey, listen.
Please.
So it's
better you say Jasmine than I say Jasmine. I was like, wait a minute. Did I say something wrong?
We have a beautiful.
See,
we have a beautiful young lady that just started.
Started. She's like.
He calls me Jasmine now.
And we hang together all day, and I just cannot
I always
get
joke, and I'm like, there's no way why you like me, because he doesn't call her Janae. He only calls me Jasmine.
It is so weird. But Janae.
Somewhere in there, it's a compliment.
Yeah, there's a compliment somewhere in there.
Yeah.
They're both really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Janae has been a great addition to PAL. I've been with PAL for about 5 years.
Yeah. Nice.
And basically, we've been doing the Trick or Trunk or Trunk or Treat for many years, and we've changed the name back and forth many years with our JSO. So Janae has come along, and she's 5.0'd it. So it's now a whole nother level, and we're just really excited about what's getting ready to happen.
And speaking of that, District 2, the Trunk or Treat, we're taking it over. So it's the same Trunk or Treat. It's just at our Jack's Pal.
Gotcha.
Cool. Twist.
Yeah, good stuff. What else is happening at Jack's Pal? By the way, for vendors and everyone else, I'll give you the website, jackspal.org. So that's where you can kind of get more information if you want to be a part of this.
Yes.
Like you mentioned, food trucks, other vendors. This is still a month away, so there's still time to plan it out. It's October 18th, so we're way ahead of this. It's not like it's this weekend. So if you're interested, go to jackspal.org. But there are other reasons to go to jackspal.org and be interested in a lot of things you guys have going on.
That is correct. This weekend, we're having our football homecoming. So that is going to be happening this weekend. But every day, we're enriching the lives of kids and creating that relationship with police and law enforcement through education, through athletics, and also through team leadership. So those are things that we're striving to do every day with our kids, and we work very diligently to make sure that happens. So
you see, pretty cool. JSO has, I think, 5 former NFL
players. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know it was up to 5.
Part of JSO.
And not to brag,
Crazy.
one of them is my dad.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Got to give a shout out to Leon
You
Brown.
gotta give him a shout out. That's pretty cool, though, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think people knew that. Like some, Ernest Wolford. Jeff Kopp is.
Yep, Kopp.
And also, who used to be a high school coach at Providence, was where I knew him first. And people know the name Lavertius Coles as well, and Lavertius is
I had no idea.
transitioned into that, and I did not realize that until just like last month. So that's pretty neat. You know, it's really cool though. Is in that whole context is what they're doing, and I always think it's fascinating. Life after football.
Yes.
Austen Lane right here is an example of that. He chose to hang out with me. Some people make good choices, some don't.
Sometimes he calls me by my real name. Sometimes he might mess it up as well. It happens to everybody. Happens to the best of us.
But the cool thing is for all the kids you guys touch too, right? And to be able to kind of have that at your disposal and see the different walks of life and different backgrounds of everybody must be really good.
Yeah, and we have kids 5 to 8. We have a teen leader as well, so really grow up in front of our eyes is.
Yes.
And Eric, you mentioned, because I asked Janae the last time she was here, I asked her this question. I want to ask you this question as well now that you're here. You said 5 years with the Jack's Pal. What has been like the most rewarding thing that you come across so far in working with the Jack's Pal?
Oh, gosh. So many different things. I can't even pick one. But if I had to pick one, it's working with our special needs program.
Yeah, okay.
Our special needs program, we have Palm Avenue. We also have Alden Road. Seeing those kids bloom and having the same exact experience as kids who are not with disabilities or special needs has been rewarding. I come from a background of special needs where I've worked in the school system many, many years dealing with that. So coming to PAL, now we have 2 great locations servicing kids like that. That is the inspiration. We have something on, and I'll tell you guys, check out our YouTube page. We have a video done by them called Brave. It is amazing. It is so impactful.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
You just have some tissue whenever you look at it. But the kids, they put their heart and soul, they practice for months doing that, and it's just one of our great programs that we love.
Well, and when you talk about families, in Jacksonville that have maybe a child that has special needs, like what kind of programs do you guys offer that they could maybe look into there?
So in our program at Jack's Pal, we have several programs. We have a leadership program for teens. So as you know right now, the teens are something that they need a place to go.
Yeah.
Well, we have a location on our north side location where they can come, talk about different things. They meet many people. They learn about job readiness. We have a great coordinator over there. Her name is Lolita Middleton, who's been working with our kids for so many years, and she's been inspiring them. We have a mental program where we work with kids. If you are coming in having a bad day, let's just say you don't have anyone to talk to, you can come in. There's a therapist on site. Jack's Pal is the only and one of the leading organizations that have therapists housed in an after-school program.
Wow.
So we're very, very proud of that. Yeah. Another thing that we also have, of course, is our awesome after-school program over there. This gentleman, Mr. Kobe Allen, runs and facilitates. So we have a great after-school program as well as our athletics. But PAL is doing a lot of great things, and we're really trying to focus, and our future focus is being holistically, which is concentrating on the whole family, being able to offer something for the whole family. So those are the things that we're moving, and we must not forget our law enforcement. They help us bring it all together with that relationship, having that one-on-one with officers. What we're doing is we're helping our generation that's coming along be able to say, hey, the police are not bad. They are great people.
And see them as mentors, coaches, and not something.
And high fives and giving them hugs and all that good stuff. So it gives the policeman a little warm and fuzzy feeling.
That's what it should be, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, you mentioned a lot of different areas. You are in a lot of different areas. Monument, North Side, East Side, West Side, Palm Avenue, so it touches you wherever you are, jackspal.org. And I'll throw out some numbers from the website if you don't see them, because I think they're important numbers. Over 3,500 hours of officers engaged with the youth in 2024, so exactly what you guys are talking about. Yes. I'm sure those numbers are just about the same or upticked heading through 2025. 52 years serving local youth, 4,100 youth served annually, and 100% of youth promoted to the next grade. So you've got a perfect record on that, getting the education part of this as well. So there's so much involvement with JaxPal, but you should read more about it, jackspal.org, how you can get involved. And also, don't forget about this fall festival coming up October 18th.
Yes,
nice work. You guys are good on the mic, by the way. Maybe you should do a show.
Yeah. Did you do our show here? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay. Well, it's Friday. We'll see y'all later then. We're good. We're good.
This right.
Eric Witherspoon, Janae Brown, say hi to Jasmine, all right?
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine.
JaxPal.org. We'll be back. Brent Austen Show, the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. We've had Jax Powell out to String Sports Brewery in the past. Hopefully they can get out there again. Travon Walker last night. Always fun to hang out with him. And don't forget, Monday, String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach. We'll have Jags Report live. Still working on a guest. That'll be announced. Stay tuned for that one. We want to confirm it before we share it. Mondays and Thursdays, Strings. Jax Beach on Monday, Springfield on Thursday. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models, or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. just like the original location in Springfield. Try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Travon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
What do you think? You like the lids?
I
Just
dig
came
'em.
in this morning.
I like the rope.
Got 2 different options. You guys helped me pick these out, so you better like them.
Yeah, I don't know which one I like better. I mean, they're both, like, I feel like elite here.
All right, good. So that will be part of the tee gift at the Action Sports Jax Stream 18 Golf Tournament presented by Cadillac and Access Golf on Monday. Final touches going on this thing, and we'll have a nice field and looks like some pretty good weather, knock on wood. Monday at the Golf Club at Southampton, which is looking in good shape, and they're about to renovate next year, so we might push our golf tournament back a little bit in 2026 on the calendar, but we're excited about it. Almost didn't do it this year, and then like, okay, let's do it again, and I'm glad we are. It's really a fun day. We'll be out there all day Monday talking hopefully about a Jags win with everyone, and I'll be live from out there, so we'll give you a sneak peek. We'll actually show you a lot of one of the holes, the hole-in-one hole. Stuart usually camps out there. Take some good shots. We're going to get a hole-in-one one of these days. That's what we got to do. We got to get a hole-in-one. I want you guys, you're going to have to carry the freight that day now. You got a hole-in-one, you got to go nuts. We want this thing to go viral.
Yeah, I'll go crazy.
All
I
right.
got you.
So
I'll take off my shirt and everything.
we have to work on that, Hamby, a little. I'll take my shirt off.
That's what
Like
Fitzpatrick
you
was
hit the
doing.
hole-in-one.
What's what like you see Ryan Fitzpatrick? Yeah, that's the post game.
I
Yeah,
saw
that dude's
I
going
saw
crazy.
that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the sign and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, so part of our Action Sports Jax Stream 18, we got a bunch of food vendors out there. So a big thanks to them, like Metro Diner, Smoothie King, Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, Willie Jules, Front Porch Kettle Corn, Fogo de Chao, Whataburger, serving breakfast and coffee. Got to have that. So we appreciate all those folks. Part of the fun, you can eat all day at our golf tournament. Donato's Pizza as well. And then some of our we've had some people with us. When you do this for as long as we've done it, the neat thing is you got a lot of people that kind of come back. And you love to expose it to some of the new folks too, but you really appreciate the people that come back each and every year. And we do that, Florida, Georgia Windows and Doors, Best Bet. And then we've got Mobile City as well. And a newcomer in Metro Foundation, so we appreciate their support of our event. They're going to get the first taste of the Action Sports Jacks Dream 18 golf tournament. But Dome Hats makes those hats for us, so we use the local vendors like Baker Sports. We'll have a store where you guys will even let you guys can get something, a shirt from Baker Sports in our store. You saw those things, too. They look good.
Yeah.
You guys will look good wearing all the Dream 18 stuff. So, anyway, big day coming up. We'll have a silent auction as well. Probably mention a little bit more. I just want to get as much as we can, if you'll indulge me, some of the mentions for all the folks that do contribute. It's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of people support a lot of different events here in Jacksonville. So we appreciate the folks that support our event all these years and have raised more than $250,000 for local charities now in a very grassrootsy way. We're not trying to make $1 million off this for charity every year, but try to make $30,000, $40,000 each year, and it kind of grows when you've been doing it for a long time now. St. Michael's Soldiers and North Florida Junior Golf Foundation have been the recent beneficiaries, but we've also supported some other charities over the years too. So keep it rocking and rolling, and appreciate all the support, everyone here and also throughout Northeast Florida. You just played something for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and this has been an interesting story for me all week. And I think I shared this tweet with you guys earlier this week to the group. Bashal Tutin scored his first career touchdown, and he did it on a screenplay, and there was some thought that something was messed up with that play.
Yes.
Because on the screenplay, if you go back, it didn't get a lot of attention this week. But there was somebody, I think from Cincinnati, that said, I believe it was a Cincinnati Twitter handle. I was like, did the Jags score where the running back went the wrong way on the screen? And then the crazy reaction to it was, wow, what a play design by Liam Cohen, because it got Bashal Tutin on a guy one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I dove into this a little bit more, but then it was a little interesting for me as like, until this thing gets out there, I'm not really want to be the guy giving away their trade secrets.
Sure.
I'm sure they like having a little bit of mystery around it, right? And I talked to Liam Cohen a little bit about it this week, and he's like, I heard I was getting a lot of credit for it. But he went into like more detail of how it happened. But I did say to him, and it'll be interesting to see if I was like, it looks like you could actually make a play off that.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see if they come back to it at some point where they try to set up one of their backs on this one-on-one coverage on a big guy. But that's a pretty wild play. I mean, if you don't know what we're talking about, the whole – it's set up to go screen to the right side.
I can show it.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah. If I'm allowed
so,
to
Austin,
show it.
I mean –
are you showing the Jaguar? Are you going to show the video with Tutin talking about it or not? I mean, the Jaguars posted a video of him talking about
maybe
it.
we can get that one.
Okay.
Probably can't get it quick enough, but you can show this.
Okay.
If in Austin, I mean, you're better to break down this. But I just thought it was a wild play that Tutin will remember probably for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you had the line going one way, and usually in screen passes, you go towards the flow of the line, right? Because that's the fail-safe.
Look at the line.
He goes the opposite way, and in doing so, I mean, it was actually designed. Well, it wasn't designed, but it was actually a happy accident. Call it. Who's the guy that does the painting with the afro?
Bob Ross, baby.
This is a Bob Ross play right here. This is a Bob Ross happy accident because in allowing him to go the opposite way of the offensive line, it throws the linebackers off a little bit, and the trailing linemen, because they're following like the flow, and it's actually going against the grain here. So it's not a bad play call whatsoever because everyone thinks it's going to the left. It's actually going to the Bengals' right.
I think I asked you this week. How hard are screens to dissect as a defender, right? And they're actually bringing it, too. Like, they were bringing some pressure on that play. So everything kind of worked out well, and I knew you got to hope things work out well sometimes.
Yeah, can I see that one more time, please? Because I want to quick see something here in terms of how
Looks
they
like they were
blocked
bringing
this
that
up.
linebacker blitz.
Yeah, both of the linebackers triggered.
Yeah, let me see
55 and 42, and 97 on the left drops.
I'm just trying to see how the linemen block this. So here's another interesting part. Can we go back? I hadn't noticed this till now. So to set this up real quick, usually 9 times out of 10 when it's a screen pass, pause real quick, Hamby. Thank you. So usually when it's a screen pass, 9 times out of 10, they're going to push you by. I forgot. I think it was week 1. I think it was a guy from the Giants. It was highlighted because he punched the dude in the mask. It wasn't necessarily he punched the guy.
Oh, yeah.
It was like he was just trying to, let him go by, and that's what they teach. So predominantly when you have a screen pass called or a draw play called, it's kind of the same blocking where you're just going to let the guys go by you and you're not going to actually show a pass set look, because the whole premise is that you want to get the defensive lineman upfield, and then that way it's harder for them to retrace their steps to try to make a play in the screen, because 9 times out of 10, if it's a screen pass, the defensive lineman can make the play if they retrace their steps. If you look at the blocking here, and this is more of the right guard, and I think the tackle does it too, they actually kind of pass block this a little bit and don't show screen or draw. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Maybe it got all mixed up here a little bit. Maybe they shouldn't have done that. But nevertheless, the play works.
Well, I'm going to give you one other element of this, because everybody is either all in defense of Trevor Lawrence this week or all over Trevor Lawrence this week. It's very polarizing right now about Trevor Lawrence, it feels. One way or another. And I don't know if it truly is that. I just think that's the way we operate in our world now, where it's got to be all or nothing. Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of nuance in all this stuff, and everybody wants to label. Well, that's a play where you go hat tip to the quarterback, because a lot of times that thing gets dirted.
Yeah.
Well,
because it's like, well, the play isn't run in the right spot.
No, for sure. Hat tip to the quarterback, and I get, let's give Cohen his props here. I mean, it wasn't really his play design, but you score a touchdown. Hamby, can we play it one more time, though? This hits because of the defense that the Bengals are in, though, as well. Because if they don't drop the defensive lineman and you just have a linebacker shadowing Tootin,
yes,
it could have. Mm-hmm. We saw this last night with, I think it was Demario Davis, right? Doesn't he on the Bills now? The play where he hit H.N. in the back of the field where Tua kind of left him out to dry.
Yeah.
The same thing could have happened here if they weren't dropping back their defensive end and rushing their linebacker. If it would have been man with the linebacker, he probably would have got there a lot quicker and maybe hit Tootin before he even had the opportunity to catch the ball.
Yeah, so there's some, in my world, there's some myths here. Okay, first of all, it wasn't designed this way.
Correct.
Secondly,
the defense
can you
gave
design it this way? It's up for interpretation. Maybe not. Maybe you're still going to design it the right way.
I mean, I feel like if you design it this way, you got to hope that they're going to bring a blitz and drop the defensive end into coverage on the running back. Like there's a lot of things that have
you
to
gotta
happen
hope for, yeah.
that have hope for. Now, once again, happy accident here because it worked out, right? But this is at a testament to the type of Bengals, the defense that the Bengals were in.
Well, and there's to me again a couple of things here. Hats off to Bashal Tootin for being a guy who can make a man miss and make a play. Right? I mean, he did that, showed a little wiggle. I actually thought there was just when I remembered that play in real time, I thought it was just one defender. It actually had a couple more guys closing in that he's quick enough to get to the end zone. And then again, I said Trevor Lawrence there. I mean, at least he didn't freak out and just whatever happened. I forget what down that play was at the moment. So anyway, it's just that's a fun story, I think, for Bashal Tootin. And we had Travon Walker on last night, and we actually did something about his first game. Because this week, this is why I built this into the show last night, is because the Tootin thing reminded me of the first game Travon Walker ever played.
Yeah.
And Travon Walker against the Washington Commanders, I think they were the Commanders at that time, he had a great game.
Oh, yeah.
He had a sack and an interception in that game. Well, a couple of days after that interception, we found out, he was in the wrong spot on that play. He was supposed to be in another spot, and he ends up being in a spot. And he told me last night, actually, he's like, I was trying to work back to the spot that I was supposed to be in, but then I saw the quarterback, so I was like, he's just going to throw it. I'm going to get it. And he actually makes a really good play if you go back. It's not like one in your lap. He has to, extend. Mm-hmm. And so in one of his first moments in a Jags uniform, Travon shows off his athletic ability. This was not a typical defensive end catch. It was like, wow, that was a hell of a play.
Yeah.
So this really reminded me. It's almost like now I want to do a story. Now that this one's, I wasn't sure if the Tootin stuff was going to get out there or not, but he actually just commented about it today. And I think now it might be kind of a fun story to go back and see how many guys have messed up plays that work out.
Yeah.
How often does that happen? Does that happen more than we think? There's so much you have to do right on an NFL play with 11 different people.
Yeah.
And something usually goes wrong on every play.
I mean, generally, I feel like when you mess up, you're not in the right spot.
Usually.
You get exposed, right? But every once in a while, whether it's a mistake by the offense or whether it's just, a stroke of luck. You get a break and you make a great play. But I mean, I don't have percentages. I don't have the Daniel Griffiths, analytics in front of me. But I mean, I would probably say it's like a 1 in 8 to 1 in 10 chance. Where if you're in the wrong spot, you can make a great
I think it'd be a fun deep dive. I might ask around a little bit more. Maybe these are the only 2 examples of it. But it's ironic that these guys, both was their first big moment in the NFL. One's first touchdown, one's first interception. And they both did the wrong thing. Like, it's just wild to me. And it just shows you that these are the kind of – listen, the Jags are called for, 5 illegal shifts in a 9-play span? Yeah. Well, they messed this one up too. Like, there's another side of it. Like, you have to – see, that's where my point was. Again, I'm not going to sit here and defend Trevor for everything. But my point on the Trevor stuff is you've got to be a bit uncomfortable as a quarterback when you can't trust if the young guys who they're playing, LaQuinn Allen, Bashal Tutin, Travis Hunter, and even Brian Thomas Jr. is a second-year guy. Like, you can't necessarily trust that they're all going to be where they're supposed to be.
Diami's first year. I mean, everybody's still, you're in the system.
Yeah, and you'd hope that as a fifth-year guy, he'd have a little bit more experience to be able to figure a lot of that out. But the point is, the quarterback knows it better than anybody. He has to. That's his job. So if you're late in the clock, you got guys in the wrong spot, and you got to get the snap off, and you've got to go execute the play. Like, that's where I think people in the Trevor camp, maybe like me, and probably I would think if I went and talked to his family and other people that are in the Trevor camp, his agent, that's where they would say this stuff is like, man, you could do better around him at times over the years. So you don't have to overcome
all of it.
The head coach, and then the rookie players, and then the scheme, and then the guy's not lining up right, and the guy's dropping balls. And again, it happens probably across the league, but it's happened quite a bit for Trevor. Like, the more people can help him out, go make a play for him, go get lined up right, I just got to feel like any of us would be a bit more at ease running a play with 300-pound men chasing us. So, get it. It's part of the position. But I do think that's why in the second half of this year and even going forward, I think this offense will even be better because I think they'll get it more. They'll figure it out. They'll learn from their mistakes. And you won't have 5 illegal shifts in a 9-play span. That gives you a lot of doubt as the quarterback and probably the play caller on the sideline.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we saw that this week, especially because we're at home. I feel like being on the road for your first road game.
First road game, yeah.
That plays a role. So I think, hypothetically, if that happens this week, we have a lot of legal shifts, all that stuff, then the concern should be way more than, it happened in the first road game in Liam Cohen's tenure.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think you're right. You got to fix them. We said it. We had this good moment earlier this week. That, hey, all this stuff is fine if it pays off for you on the other end down the road. Like, all the imperfections get figured out. The problem, the concern that we have, because we watch football enough, not just we, but I think in general we here in Jacksonville, is that when you can't line up against the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 1, and then you're having problems lining up in week 2 of the NFL season still, is that a trend that just continues? Like, is that a problem? Is that a problem with guys learning the system, details, and they preach it? I know they're preaching the details. Everybody you talk to in there is like, man, the details. Well, you still got to get the details. You got to be able to execute the details. So is that a thing that's going to linger, much like I would say, Brian Thomas Jr., is that a thing that's going to linger through this season? Do we have some evidence where some things are going to come back and bite you because they're going to, every 2-3 weeks, they're going to jump back, be like, yeah, we've seen enough evidence to say that's kind of who they are too. Hopefully the turnovers are the thing who they are. Forced turnovers with 6 of them. So it works in positive and negative ways.
No, and once again, I've said this many times before on the show, it's a small sample size right now against 2 teams that, especially on their defenses, they weren't that great. I think once we get to week 5, week 6, you're going to have a really good idea of who this team is. I think like a good example would be Doug Marrone from I forgot what year it was, but Doug Marrone that one year with the kind of, they folded a little bit. You saw it in the preseason in terms of penalties, and you saw that for the first couple games in terms of self-inflicted penalties, and they never got over that. And it was a big reason why they didn't win a lot of games that year. Well, this year, I mean, what have we seen so far? We've seen a couple penalties here or there that you can't have, right? But we've also seen in the preseason when you've had those penalties, they've been cleaned up. So I'm not ready to call and say, okay, well, the Jaguars are undisciplined, they're young, they're inexperienced, they can't handle this offense. Like, no, that's not fair to say. Give them 4 or 5 weeks, come back to me, and then let's say what we're talking about in terms of how many penalties they have or what their narrative is going to be in terms of identity.
Yeah, good stuff. It's pretty wild. I think Jaguars.com has the Tootin interview, but he essentially described a lot of the stuff that we just described.
Also selling tickets off it. Like they used it like as a promotional ticket thing. Where it's like, click on the video, then get your tickets at Ticketmaster.
Yeah,
so,
I've seen some people say this, and I don't know what the stadium's going to look like on Sunday. I just feel like it's a huge game, man. It's like I hope the place is jamming.
Well,
I think Jags fans right now are continuously wait and see, and I get that. And what I've said on like season tickets, they're wait and see. Man, I hope it's a kind of a can't wait to see this one on Sunday.
Don't get much bigger than this one.
Because it's a huge game. See, but Houston's not always a big draw is my point. That's what I'm getting at. Houston's not a huge draw for everybody in town. Like the Monday Nighter, I think, is going to be packed. It's Monday night. It's the Chiefs. It's everything else. But I don't – Houston's not bringing a whole bunch of their fans. And Houston doesn't get everybody riled up in Jacksonville. But for this one, I feel like it should.
Well, there's tickets available. I'll just say that.
Well, we
much.
know that. Yeah, and there are going to be. This is going to be a build year. The Jags have not sold out all their tickets this year. It's an interesting dynamic, but it's in a wait and see audience right now. But I do think the more you get in there on Sunday, the better their chances to win the football game, use that home field advantage, get that place rocking. And again, I think the Monday Nighter, easy.
Yeah, I mean there'll be Chiefs fans.
And there'll be Chiefs fans too.
Yeah, what it comes down to is just you have to consistently win.
Absolutely.
Right? There's a lot of scar tissue from the past decade here, and you know what? Rightfully so. You had a couple flashes, but for the most part, there's been a lot of bad. So yeah, I mean I think it's simple. Like we can sit here and talk about what it's going to be Sunday and how many tickets are available and everything, and that's fine, right? But at the end of the day, when you start stringing together 3, 4, 5 games and you start winning, it'll turn around. We've seen it back in 2017. Like
22.
People like to cheer for a winner, and I don't blame them. Tickets aren't cheap. The cost of food and everything, that's not cheap. Like people want to sacrifice their Sundays of going to the game. They want to be entertained. They want to see a winner.
Yeah. Well, and you've got a lot of listen. Yeah, this is not me calling. It is what it is. Like it's going to be what it's going to be. I just hope this one is. There's some exciting stuff going on in Jacksonville these first 2 weeks, even to being 1-1. And we do have to still do the Travis Hunter prediction. How much is he going to play on Sunday? We'll get to that too. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Game of the week. Oh, yeah, we're going up to Nassau County, baby. West Nassau against Yulee. Eric Henry and the Hornets. We've got 5 hours of coverage on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network starting at 7 o'clock. Every single play of this game, West Nassau and Yulee, and we'll show a handful of games starting at 8 until they run out, and that includes a huge one between Nice and St. Augustine. That's on the docket tonight. So I hope you've had a chance to catch our high school football coverage. We think it's different than maybe anybody else is doing it in the country, and it's been a lot of fun. So we're having a good high school season so far. Should be a good night for football. 7 p.m. until midnight, we'll have you covered with everything from the highlights to the analysis, the reaction, the bands, and more. Yulee and West Nassau, our game of the week. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient.
By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Shoot, this was definitely supposed to have sound. Give me 1 second.
It's all good, Hamby. You want to reset it real quick?
Yeah,
it's Friday, man. It's all good.
It's all good.
Don't worry.
Look, UCF is hosting UNC this week.
Yes.
Okay. It's one of the kind of better games, probably.
I mean, given that well, you know, when it's Miami and Florida for college game day, you don't have a lot to work with in terms of, you know, the great showcases on Saturday. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have this at least tuned up a little bit to watch this game.
Yeah, so I was looking forward to Bill's press conference earlier this week just to hear him to kind of talk about UCF is kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, But anyway, and we get this instead.
We'll just go through the preparations for Central, and it's another good football team. I know Scott does a good job down there, but we'll have to, gear up for what they do, and they've got a lot of skilled athletes. They get the ball in space a lot, and defensively they got some explosive guys we're gonna have to handle. So, we'll find out. We'll just go through the preparations for Central and
the Central.
For Central, baby.
The Central. All right, let me ask you this.
I'm a Central alumni.
I mean, I'm trying to think now. Okay, see, I was getting ready to call you guys. Could you guys be like the Central? Like, could that be a jersey? Could that be a moniker? But now we got there's Central Michigan. So there's a couple other Centrals. Might be like a Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
But I kind of, dude, Hamby's burners read my mind. I mess with Central.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. There are a lot of Centrals. There's Central Idaho probably, but if you just said the Central.
Let's Google it. Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of Centrals.
What, in D1?
Yeah, I do think so. Well, let me say a lot. But did you say Central Arkansas?
I said maybe. I didn't know if they were D1. Okay.
Yeah, I think there is.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if merch comes out, considering UCF, the fan base is running with it.
Are they?
The official UCF football changed their stuff to the official count of Central football.
When they were hot, what were they running with? What's their a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they have something? They didn't have something that they were putting on shirts and.
I mean,
what do they go by? Just UCF?
Yeah.
Go Knights?
Yeah. Charge on.
Is that it? There's nothing. Oh, Charge. Yeah. There's nothing else. Yeah, this would be good.
I mean, they've had the Space U stuff, which has been very popular in college realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Artemis.
Okay. So, yeah, I think we got something here. Because you got Central Florida. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on. Central Florida, Central Michigan, Central Arkansas, Central Connecticut State.
That's it?
Yeah, we can totally run that.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Call yourself Central, man.
But with steal the Ohio State, do the Central.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the Central. Just
Capital
Central.
letters.
The Central, man. I like it. I like that a lot.
You want to start it?
Well, now I'm trying to think, how many Souths are there? South Florida, South Alabama. Because if I'm South Florida and
South Carolina.
Yeah, never mind then. Nope.
Southern
sorry.
Cal. South Cal.
Yeah.
Southern. Because I would say the South, but never mind. There's too many that coincide with each other. But the Central, I think Florida can have that one.
Central's pretty good.
The Citronauts.
Here's the deal, though. You got to win a little bit.
Yeah.
What is this?
You guys see this?
This guy's so raw.
Hey, did you see this when I sent it to you? Have you known about this?
I saw it yesterday.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, this dude.
That baby Thomas.
How old is this guy? This guy is
57.
57 years old. 57-year-old freshman, man, going back to play some D3?
Yes.
Yeah, what school is this?
D3 college football.
This is Lycoming College.
Oh, yeah, the Fighting
Division
Warriors.
3.
The Fighting what?
Well, they're the Warriors, yeah. That's context clues.
In the 1980s, I'm going to go Chillo.
Yeah, I think Chillo.
Chillo works.
In the 1980s, Tom Chillo quit high school football to do drugs, then worked for a city streets and park department for 33 years.
Says?
Now he's fulfilling his dream of being a college football player.
Okay, that's
actually says that?
That's not his bio.
Yeah. No, that
I'm saying I thought you were reading his bio on the team page.
No, that's what that's what this post says though.
Okay. Good for him, man. It's never too late.
And then somebody
now,
said
227 is a little light in the ass to be playing defensive line, but you're all right.
I've shared this story before, I think, with you guys.
Real quick. Somebody said, or Mike Golick, quit high school football to do drugs, in quotes, is as blunt as an assessment as I've ever seen. Somebody commented, blunt assessment was a daily activity for Tom during that time.
I love it. Is this Golick or Golick Jr.?
Junior.
Oh, yeah. We've been going back and forth with Demon Slayer, the anime. He's a big fan of that, so we've been on Twitter going back and forth a little bit. Shout out to Golick Jr., man, friend of the show.
There we go. He is friend of the show. So I have a story on this. I think I've told you this before, but Edgar Barreto is a name I'll never forget.
Okay.
He was 60 years old and played for Ashland University.
I think I've heard this. Played baseball or played football? Damn, man.
So I'm trying to find a little bit of the details of it. I thought he was 57, actually. So when you said 57, I was like, oh, my gosh, same age. But, yeah, he played. Let's see what some of the story here is kind of wild because he was like a defensive back. He played all year for him. He got into a game, and we were doing play-by-play. Like, I was doing play-by-play of the game.
Yeah.
So, like, we knew it was a big story. But I'm a kid. Like, I don't know. I'm sophomore, maybe. I don't know what the heck year it was. I think they said 97, so I would have been a sophomore at Ashland. And, like, one of the fun parts of it for us, like, we're just doing a Division II college football game. And at the time, I think it was the Best Damn Sports Show.
Okay.
Remember that on Fox?
Yeah.
So, like, they actually took it. That's what I was just trying to find. I was trying to find the video of it, see if that still existed.
Yeah.
But they, like, took our call. And, like, we're going like crazy. It's just, like, screaming and yelling.
And what did he play? What
he
position?
Was a corner.
Corner.
But he was like this.
Hey.
He was, I mean, he's lit.
Of
But
all
I thought he was
positions.
57. He was 60, it says.
Of all positions, I feel like you have to have, like, fluid hips and everything.
So
at 60,
I wonder if this guy is similar in the sense of this.
I wanted to read the draft profile for that guy.
Oh man!
But the guy, and I remember this Edgar Barreto guy that did this at Ashland back in 1997 when we were there. He had run 200 plus marathons. Jeez. So he was a guy that was obviously in crazy good shape.
Whoa!
But he's 5'10", 180 pounds, and a corner.
I mean, was he backpedaling during these marathons? Just because you can run a marathon doesn't mean you're a good corner. Like that's
60 years old. He was still
no,
in good shape.
you're in good shape for sure. But man, good on him.
He was a retired chemistry teacher. And yeah, it was just a.
Gosh, there's articles on this guy, but no freaking pictures. Let's go.
Of Edgar Barreto?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I was trying to find the same thing. I couldn't find it. This was pre-internet, man.
Pre-internet.
Like, it was actually like, or right about the time, right? But it wasn't like everything was on there. Mm-hmm. So that's crazy. This guy's 57 and doing it.
Crazy.
So what surprises me now, and what I don't know fully, is at the time when this guy did it at Ashland, I think the story was, if you had a year of eligibility, you could go back and use it. So, like, I actually have a year of eligibility left in college.
Back, Brent.
So, like,
Let's do it, Brent.
Under these rules, I could go back and use it. Like, I could go use it for esports now.
Well, yeah. So here's what I thought. Here's my thing. If I play 4 years of football, can I go back and play 4 years of basketball?
No.
Or it's a year? Okay, so it's any sport, 4 years or 5 or whatever it is.
Well, it's going to be 5.
Yeah.
But
I think I could do. That's the point. I could go back and play, pickleball for my other year now, like to use that other year.
Yeah.
But I got redshirted my first year, played baseball for 3 years, and then never used that 5th year.
Is pickleball a collegiate sport?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, I didn't.
I'm not going to play baseball. Is my point. I'm not going to go play football or basketball.
Let's do it.
Go be a gamer.
Yeah, but I think that's changed. Like, I don't know exactly, but I think it's changed. But back in '97, that was a thing. So this guy, I think that was the premise, that he could either hadn't used eligibility at all or hadn't used all of his eligibility, so he could then enroll in school and do athletics. I think that was the deal there. And I think that was a deal for a lot of people if you wanted to go back and actually make the team and be on the team. I don't think that's the case now. I think you don't have to do 4 and 5 years. Maybe you do have to do 4 and 5 years now.
Because they're about to make it 5 and 5.
Well, they're trying to make it 5 and 5. But I think you now have to do 4 and 5 years. So you can't, like, now I can't do that. Like, I can't go back and say, hey, I want to go to Flagler and play esports.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, because remember Monte Harrison for the Jumbo Shrimp, he is now playing football for Arkansas. Remember we talked about that a couple months ago.
Yeah,
because he was drafted out of high school and never went in the first place.
There you go. But what so he has
He's
to play
29.
football, right? He has to play football. He can't play baseball because he got paid to play baseball.
Correct.
Which made him no longer an amateur.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just it. But I think you can do this. I wonder if more people will try to do it.
Yeah.
If you fit the technicality, like you never went to college. If you didn't go to college, that's really the technicality. I would say you'd have to have been drafted. So that's a pretty wild story. All right, where are we at?
I wonder if Kyler Murray could go back to school and play baseball. Well, he already did play it for the Sooners.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work that much.
Yeah, he couldn't do it. But that's an interest. If he had gone to play baseball like Harrison, he could come in and play. Go back to college and play football. Some would argue he should go to Oklahoma and play college football.
I think he's
Instead
okay.
of play for Arizona.
I think he's doing all right.
He'd be the second best quarterback on his team.
He's 2-0 right now, so, what are we talking about? Well, let's go.
Who was the guy that actually almost did go back? Oh, Judkins. He was having contract problem, the running back. And he almost went back to school even after getting drafted.
Was that after he got in trouble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of that whole situation.
Yeah.
He almost went, there were rumblings that he could go back.
Yeah.
To in school, even though he had been drafted.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of interesting. All right, let's. We got to get to your other live in your lane.
Okay.
We'll do that on the other side. We'll get a break. We'll do live in your lane, a little recycled headlines. Get you set for the football game on Sunday. Get you set for the weekend. We got weekend wagers. We got picks. We got a lot still here on the show on a Friday. So let's have some fun. In the noon hour, dartboard Brent. It might just be Brent. Now. We'll see.
We'll see how we got.
Still the reigning champ.
We got some time,
and I got time to lose still.
Oh yeah,
so a couple of Fridays to go. I got to stay on the gas pedal here. Can't say I got it. We'll be right back.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon, and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Thanks for meeting me here.
Okay.
You're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion.
Okay.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I think I do.
Enjoy your new car.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or get $1,750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant, or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times, and that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
How about Clayton Kershaw? What a career. 2008, my first summer here. He played for the Jacksonville Suns, and everybody knew he was a stud. I wonder if I'm in the same baseball card set as Kershaw from the Suns. Just hit me. Probably not. I probably was in like the 09 one or 2010.
You're on the Suns?
Well, I mean, they put they put me in the baseball card set.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like in there.
Yeah, it's somewhere around. We have a lot of them.
There's like 5,000 of them in that room right there.
I was not aware.
Oh, right over here.
Yeah, I'll go get it. Don't put me on.
But I think it was late. It would have been later than this, most likely, because I had just got to town in 08. But Kershaw, man, what a career. Hamby, you're a big baseball guy. I don't think we'll see anybody. Will we see a pitcher do what he's done again? 3,000 plus strikeouts, 3 Cy Youngs. I think he's got the best winning percentage since 1920, which would be the modern era, I guess they would call it, live ball era. And I mean, maybe we will. Verlander and him, are they the last of a dying breed, though?
Yeah, we could see it. We could see it again.
Yeah, so that wasn't the same year. Does it say on the back of that what year it is? Or it says on the front?
2013.
Oh, that was 13. Yeah, I did a few times.
So I just grabbed like a small bit of them. Oh, I'm not on. But there's casually 2,000 of them in that room.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at all these Brents.
Oh, there's 2,000 Brents. I thought you meant 2,000 just... Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ones.
You mind signing some of these, Brent?
No
I'm sure
problem.
somebody needs these for a set.
You going on eBay with it?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
have signed a couple in the past.
Here you go, Casey.
Appreciate that.
You
Like
bought
for
that.
actual people?
Yeah.
Like someone came up to you with this card and said, Brent,
Yeah.
could you sign?
Yeah. Happened.
Here's what I don't
Multiple
understand.
times.
I'm telling you, there's a human being that exists right now on Earth that needs this card for this set. People do. I'm dead serious. People do these minor league sets like it's not a game.
What I don't get with the whole
Like
Kershaw...
even with this added in, sorry.
No, you're good, man. Go ahead.
So I have a guy that asked me this year to get me the mascots because the mascots have a card.
Wow.
I haven't done it yet.
What don't you get?
Kershaw, how we're celebrating him like he's retiring. Like he's got the playoffs too.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's done. Like he's not like if you look at betting and like what the highest bet today is, it's the Dodgers to win because of Kershaw.
Yeah.
It's like I get it, but at the same time it's like, well, we're gonna see him in the postseason. Like we're not saying goodbye quite yet.
Well,
we're not gonna see him?
Well,
I don't know how much of a factor he's going to be. I mean,
Well, the other thing is this. This is the last home.
They're injured though.
This is his last start. So this was a chance for them to celebrate him.
They're not gonna start him in the playoffs?
Maybe
In
not.
the postseason?
it'll be interesting. I don't know. I think that's an interesting conversation because he's not, if they're healthy or semi-healthy, he is not one of their best options.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Now, lefty out of the bullpen, I could see. Like, he's going to be on the roster, I assume. He might not start, though, a game. Unless it's,
I don't know what they look like with their injuries coming back.
Yeah, I'm
sure.
not really sure. But
He's actually pitched, I think, decent the last
He's been good.
month or so, right? I think.
Yeah, no,
It doesn't matter what he does in the.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was always kind of a liability in the postseason, and now you want to add an older Clayton Kershaw in the postseason. Yeah, that's true.
I think that's one of those things. It's just a weird thing too. Like he's obviously a fantastic, great pitcher, right? He's destined for Cooperstown, hands down. But he got off to a slow start in the playoffs. Like I think some of that's just dumb luck.
He got
bad
rocked
luck,
in the playoffs
and then
at
you get
times.
rocked once or twice, and then that becomes the label. You know, to me, it's a little bit like great players that get injured sometimes. Like it might be like a Joe Burrow situation right now. Like, okay, well, how much can you rely on him? Not his fault.
Sure.
He's got a bad toe.
Homie was great, though. In terms
so-
of Kershaw. Burrow is great.
Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Casey Kurtz has joined the fray. We'll get to our weekend wagers and our picks this hour, but I want to get to living in your lane. Yep. The other side of the ball.
Yeah.
Before we tried to get to that side
Try
of
to
the
get
ball.
that side
but
of the
we will
ball.
get to this side of the ball.
Yeah.
And a little breakdown of this Houston Jags game before we get out of here today.
Set it up or not?
Go ahead.
All right, so this is basically we're talking about what the Jaguars offensive line they have to do in terms of stopping this Texans defense, which is their identity, it's their calling card, and this is some things that this Jaguars offensive line can expect, and how this is going to be a little different than the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers. A little side note, by the way, because I know this drives Brent crazy. So this is recorded yesterday. Once again, can't say this enough. All right. So when you see me wearing the Brewers jersey today, right? Yesterday I was wearing a black T-shirt. This isn't live. This was yesterday. Just like when you see Brent walking on the field with James Gladstone, he didn't just get out of the studio, quick run to the stadium, and walk with James Gladstone. It was pre-recorded. We good?
That's a very good intro.
You got it.
All right, Austen Lane. So this Jacksonville Jaguars offensive line really has what might be the toughest test coming up on Sunday.
Absolutely, and it really starts with Anton Harrison and Walker Little as well, because if you look at the Houston Texans defense, it's what you call complementary football, right? As a former defensive end, I really appreciated guys that could play coverage and that could lock up their man, and this team can do that. And keep in mind, when you talk about Danielle Hunter, and you talk about Will Anderson Jr., they usually only send 4 guys to pass rush, and they leave everybody else in the back end for coverage, and that's what complementary football is. If you have the guys up front that can get home to the quarterback, the Houston Texans do here.
Perfect. Let's see it play out and watch this offensive line crumble against this Houston Texans defense.
So we have the left side here. Will Anderson just makes it look really easy, more of like a bull rush to a long arm. Real quick, we'll play it one more time if you want to get it live. Yeah, so basically watch the left side here. Will Anderson, this is what he does, right? This is one of his go-to moves. Pocket collapses. Stafford has nowhere to throw it. Once again, this is complementary football. They show like they're going to blitz. They drop back into coverage. They rush 4. They get home. The Jaguars, in terms of their offensive line, may not get blown away with a lot of exotic looks.
Yeah.
But obviously, in terms of a skill set, you got to be mindful of Will Anderson.
All right, now going against the Bucs is Houston defense, going up against a Bucs offensive line, and Baker actually gets crushed coming up.
And we got the marker real quick.
Let's get you the
So
marker.
this is all about Danielle Hunter right here. An NFL veteran, comes from Minnesota. Very crafty, very skilled. Once again, they're only going to send 4, and let's see what happens here. Keep an eye on Danielle Hunter as he wins right away in his one-on-one battle.
I mean, instantly. He took 2 steps back and just got to Baker.
And if you can see it one more time. So Baker was looking to go someplace else with this ball right away. There was a quick out that he was trying to throw. But with this defense, when they only rush 4, everything is covered right now. So the first look from Baker, he pump fakes, too late already, right? And this is what the Houston Texans do great. They're going to confuse you with coverage. They're going to rush 4 and get home. So Jaguars offensive line will have the work cut out for them.
They got their work cut out for sure on Sunday. For Olivia Tasley and Austen Lane, this is Live in Your Lane. Guys, let's go back to you.
Well, they do have their work cut out for them. We'll see the injury report coming out later today. That's going to be a big story. Ezra Cleveland, it was Brian Thomas Jr. still on it. It's part of our recycled headlines of the day. Republic Services, recyclingsimplified.com. And the Jags obviously go into this game a slight favorite against the Houston Texans at home. They've lost 7 in a row to the Texans. Feels like a big swing game. Feels like a lot even bigger than that. What will the team meeting be like on Saturday night? Like I would like to know. I might have to ask around on Sunday, depending on how the outcome is. Do you remember some Saturday night team meetings and some that stand out like way more than others, or do you kind of remember most of them?
I mean, I remember a couple of them. I remember my first Andy. Well, this wasn't even Saturday night. This was preseason. But I remember Andy Reid. I remember Coach Malarkey when he played the Kenny Chesney "Boys of Fall" song, and we were a little like confused with that. It was like a highlight tape, we were expecting like DMX or something.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
And then Here Comes the Boys of Fall. So that was a little different. I remember that. I remember some Jack Del Rio ones. I remember Mel Tucker getting super paranoid about Peyton Manning to the point where like he had a cut up of like every single call that Peyton Manning had, which was like 20 of them, and what they all meant. So yeah, I remember a lot of them.
Did you guys win that game?
No, it's Peyton Manning. What do you think? What do you think?
I did not think you won.
What do you think? No.
I just thought I would ask.
Yeah,
It
sure.
sounded like
Put
you
a lot
guys,
of work in, right?
Sounds like you guys were prepared.
Put a lot of work in.
Just didn't get it done.
Didn't matter, huh?
Get blown out? Was it close? Wasn't close. Was not close. I'm here to tell you, folks.
I don't think it was close.
45-3 is probably what happened there.
Something like that, yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm interested in the psychology of this game from that standpoint. Again, this is part of my thing all year is how Liam Cohen treats it. Doug Peterson treated some of the Tennessee games and some of those other things like, hey, you haven't won out west, you haven't won on the road, you haven't beaten the Titans. Like he played it up like a very collegiate atmosphere type thing. You can do that in the NFL is the point. I think you can play it up that way. But what they've done is he's done a great job of messaging to say to the players, hey, don't make this a big deal in front of a microphone this week. And the players have obliged.
Yeah.
I think they've made it a bigger deal probably in their meeting rooms, in the building, which will crescendo a little bit Saturday night. That's my thought. I don't know. But that's my thought.
Are you saying bigger deal because of like what happened to Trevor and the rivalry a part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but at the same time, and this is why, if you remember when Christian Kirk got traded, I was so pissed off because you traded away Christian Kirk, who was Trevor Lawrence's like really good friend, and you trade him away for a 7th-round pick. I remember, Hamby, you were passionate about this too with me.
Yeah.
You traded away Christian Kirk for a 7th-round pick to your divisional rival who just came off of cheap shotting your quarterback. Like, I had an issue with that.
Yeah.
I would have bit the bullet and said, well, just put him on the market then. Like, I don't even want a 7th-round pick. Like, if the 7th-round pick means that you got to go to the rival of Houston Texans and it's Christian Kirk, forget that.
Yep.
So while, yeah, it's a rivalry, and yeah, Liam Cohen wasn't here, James Gladstone wasn't here, Tony Baselli knows all about it, but like they weren't here to appreciate it. Like, I can question a little bit of like how big of a deal it's gonna be to everybody in that locker room and in that stadium, because a move like that with Christian Kirk, it still sticks out to me, and it still rubs me a little bit of the wrong way. Now we can sit here and say, look, Christian Kirk, he hasn't played yet. We got a 7th-round pick. Cool. But, like, was it worth it? Like, was the juice worth the squeeze trading him away to the Houston Texans? I don't think so for a 7th-round pick.
Yeah, I don't think the story's been written on that, guys, right? Like how this is all the Ingram and Kirk one just yet. And the Kirk one could really help Stroud this week. He hasn't been there for 2 weeks. He doesn't seem to trust a lot right now. Kirk's a trustworthy player. Like, that's for sure. We saw that here with Trevor Lawrence. So, yeah, I don't think we've seen that. I mean, all roses right now for James Gladstone. And it feels good when, things are going all right and it feels like it's trending in the right direction. But I don't know about this move. Like, this could hurt you this week. That move could hurt you.
Well, once again, I don't think Kirk's going to beat you per se. And I'm not worried about Evan Ingram because Bretton Strange has shown, I think he's going to be the man for the job. The guy's, in terms of run blocking, he's the man. My only point is you gave a 7th-round pick to a divisional opponent who's supposed to be a rival. Like, that's my issue. Yeah. Like, I don't.
Oh, and also he could help beat you this week, though.
He could,
I mean,
sure.
Right now, he's playing better than your top 2 guys, maybe.
But yeah, but
I'm not playing better.
Yeah,
he could play better than your top 2 guys.
But my whole point is, even if Kirk doesn't play this year and you get a 7th-round pick for nothing, was it worth it? I don't think so. That's my whole thing.
I think 2 players in this are interesting. Sunday, Armstead, because of his liking of the Aziz El-Shair tweet last year and how that all went down. I guess
I forgot about that crap.
I didn't even know that. I forgot that happened.
And then Kirk in general, just this whole underbelly type thing because he's so close to Trevor was obviously a part of that. Couldn't have liked it.
Sure.
And now he's teammates, and Aziz El-Shair is a captain on that football team. I think those 2 figures are really just interesting. Do they factor in? Whatever. It's just part of the underbelly of the game.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If they end up having a full team brawl, Christian Kirk's going to fight for the Texans. I hate to tell you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why it's interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
against a lot of his former teammates.
Yeah, it will be interesting. He's got to get on the field. Is he going to play for sure? Is he locked into play?
He's questionable.
It certainly seems like it's trending that way. What I heard coming out of there, the way they're talking about it, and he practiced the last couple of games.
I mean, days. You can certainly argue they need him because their offense has not been good. So, I mean, you would think at a bare minimum Christian Kirk makes their offense better. So, it would be interesting.
Yeah, kind of a fascinating play to see the whole deal. I mean, the coin toss alone could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I'm not predicting a brawl at the coin toss. I'm just saying I think eyes are going to be on the coin toss if all those guys are out there. Why not? Why wouldn't they?
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm the Jags, I'm just sending Trevor out there. See what they do.
That'd be awesome.
Well, but here's the deal. That's why it's an interesting thing. You could do a bunch of different things. You could send all 6. You could send 3. They could send Shair.
What do they
you could
usually
send
do?
Trevor. The last
send
in
3?
Cincinnati, they sent all of them.
6.
Yeah.
Wow.
The 6 captains.
I'd send 1.
And they usually have another captain, I think, by the way, like a game day captain.
Walk hand in hand with 5 and let Trevor lead the way.
No, send him out there by himself.
Okay.
But what they should do in this one, and I don't know when they announce their game day captain, the Jags do, they should make someone like Brenton Strange the day captain of the day. Because now he's the one that kind of, to me, if you think physical, you're thinking that block a couple weeks ago.
I put Jaron Jones back out there. Really get it going. Because wasn't he the guy that hit
He
the...
was. The guy got ejected. He got ejected.
Dude, that's... Honestly?
But he might not play that much.
Well, here's what I'm saying. A guy who hasn't been playing... No, seriously, I'm not even lying here. Like, a guy that hasn't been playing well, that Doug Peterson really chastised for no reason, that we all celebrated. Like, if you want to make a difference and maybe give somebody some confidence in their career, Liam Cohen makes him the honorary captain, sets him out there, and be like, hey, man, I know last year you got lambasted for that. I don't believe in that. I like what you did here. Go out there and be captain.
I like that.
I think there's something to be said for that.
Is there a point, though, where you're playing too much into that moment?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Because that would be that. If he is...
That would be the definition of playing into the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I just wonder where the line is.
There's a balance. There's a certain balance to this. I don't know if they're going to do all or nothing. I don't know what they're going to do. But I feel like nothing would be disappointed. Like if there's not a subtle something along the way here on Sunday, it's almost disappointing.
But I hate to tell you, man, I don't see Trevor doing that. I really don't. Like I don't see because I know what you're asking. You're asking for like that awkward handshake, fist bump moment where it's like, okay, there's some bad blood there. I don't see Trevor Lawrence being that guy.
I'm not just asking for that.
First down in the face.
No, I'm not just asking for that. I'm asking for something we didn't see last year. A little beyond the whistle, a little pushing and shoving, a little bit like there's an intensity raised of this game.
But we're talking about the handshake or like the coin toss.
Well, my point is I'd be disappointed. Nothing at the coin toss. Nothing
in the game.
If you don't feel like there was some representation of the moment in some way, shape, or form in this Sunday afternoon from what happened on that Sunday afternoon.
Do you think they will get a late hit penalty at some point in the game?
I would think so.
Let me ask you this. Does that all go to the wayside if there's like some physicality, maybe a little late hit after the whistle, but then they all shake hands after the game and trade jerseys and everything? Will that ruin it for you?
Yes.
Not really.
I want them to hate them.
Not really.
Same.
I don't.
Other than Christian Kirk.
Same. See, like, I've seen too much. Like this is what I'm afraid is going to happen, and this is why like I hope this isn't the case, but I haven't bought into the whole narrative of like, yeah, this is going to be a revenge game for everybody. Because I've seen too many times in the NFL, unless it's like an AFC North showdown, it seems like, where like you have these sound bites, you have this story and everything, and okay, you go out there, you compete, whatever, and then all of a sudden the game's over, and okay, well, here we go. Here come the fist bumps, here come the handshakes, and keep in mind, usually in these games, somebody wins and somebody loses, right? So you should already be pissed off that you lost, and now you want to go like, give everybody a pound and a hug and everything. Like, I'm going to be honest, if that happens, I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, I don't like the label. I'll say this. I don't like the label of revenge game because revenge game to me has a little bit more of
you're trying to hurt somebody.
You're going to try to hurt somebody. You're going to try to get a cheap shot. I don't think that's what needs to happen. I think we said it coming off the game that day, like that next day. It's more of just how it feels and how it looks, the intensity. If I could write the script, you'd have a couple of those that they got to break up. Maybe you do get a little bit of an extra something because you're playing as hard. The Jags run for a lot. They look like the more physical team. And then after the game, Liam Cohen says, yeah, this one meant a little bit more. Trevor Lawrence says, yeah, this one acknowledged the fact that, you know what? This meant a little bit more. That's our guy. And we don't forget. Baseball guys don't forget.
Yeah.
NFL guys shouldn't forget. So that's really all I need. Like, I'm not asking for this crazy thing. I just want to feel it. I want to be able to feel it on Sunday that there's something still there that lingers. And the best way to do it is for Trevor to play really well. But I don't necessarily think they win the football game by Trevor playing, like, throwing for 350. They win the football game by shoving it down their throat and running the football probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I think and I'm not a coach, but I think if I'm coaching, like, defensive line and I'm like drawing up a game plan, I'm like, we get one where it's like, okay, if the quarterback throws the football, you get like a half step right before they call the penalty. If I'm coaching, I'm like, all right, the first one to get him, In my book, you get 1.5 steps.
Yeah.
You get an extra step.
Yeah. Well, that's what,
And once they call it, you're done. We're not playing that game anymore.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
whoever gets to him first.
in fairness to
Hit
them,
'em.
they can't say that in front of a microphone.
No, that's what I'm saying. You said it in the meeting. That never comes out.
No, I get it.
I'm not saying kill him. I'm saying.
But I'm guessing you don't like this post game stuff, huh?
With
just
what?
in general.
With what?
Just the handshakes,
buddy-buddy
all that
crap.
buddy stuff.
Yeah, I don't like
I
that.
mean, I don't.
It's getting a little overboard.
I mean, I'm not saying it's just the way that it is now. Like, I'm not gonna go on this
Kumbaya
giant
on the field.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go on this giant get off my lawn rant. But there was a time when I played that there was 2 circumstances where after the game that we lost, which was a lot of times, spoiler alert, that I went up to a player and like gave him like, because it was like a former college teammate of mine.
Yeah.
So like I would go up to him and say what's up, man. Then I would run off the field. But like I hated losing. It's not fun to lose. Like, it doesn't feel good no matter how many times you've done it. So like the last thing I wanted to do was be all happy and cheery and be like, oh hey, like no, like get me to the locker room, get me on the plane if it's an away game, and let's go home. Like I'm a bad loser. I'll be honest.
No, I agree. I think it's an weird look for me if you're like a fan of a team and you just got, potentially stomped. You're like, here's my team, dabbing up the team that beat the hell out of them.
And you know why? Because fans can't relate to that, and they shouldn't. Because you mean to tell me, like, if you pay your hard-earned money, you go watch the game and everything, and then let's say, knock on wood, hope it doesn't happen, but say the Jaguars get beat. You think Jaguars fans would be like, hey, Houston Texans fans, thanks for coming out. You guys are great. Like, no.
Right.
No. So how do you expect like fans to ever relate to that?
True.
When they're not in the crowds.
The fans hate the Texans more than the players do. And
Well, that's fair. But
that's
that's natural.
That's
yeah,
real.
That's
well,
natural.
You wouldn't expect a fan, not a single one, to go up and shake out Shair's hand after if the Jags lose.
I'm a little surprised. I'm maybe not a little bit more in your camp on this, but I'm going to give you the why I'm not.
Okay.
And it's really your sports that you play.
Okay.
And have done. I don't know. You play UFC, but
no, I can't really play fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can play fight, but I've told you this many a times. When we went to this event in Jacksonville, that was here.
Yep.
I know there've been a couple, but I only went to one of them.
This dude was grubbing the popcorn.
Was I?
Dude, you made 3 different popcorn runs. They were mid-fighting. Like, I'm going to go get some popcorn. I'm like, where are you going?
Popcorn run.
You don't remember that?
I don't.
They're mid-fighting. One of the fights was happening. You're like, I'm going to get some more popcorn. I was like, what?
Doing?
That's pretty sick.
What a weird thing to remember.
I love it.
How do you guys remember this?
You kept getting
We got
popcorn.
like 2 elephants here.
You kept getting popcorn, then you
The
left before
Elephant
the main
Brothers.
event. It was really odd.
Y'all are Team Elephant when we get to these picks.
The Elephant Brothers.
All right, so just what I learned
Dumbo
from
1
that.
and Dumbo 2.
From okay, we're talking about my fight in Jacksonville.
Not your fight.
Okay.
With the fight we went to.
Yeah.
We were all there.
Oh,
meeting.
the one that we covered. Okay, I don't know if it was my fight
No,
you're
it
talking.
wasn't
Okay,
your
that you
fight.
went to. Okay, gotcha.
And
Okay,
so
got you.
The thing that I really felt in that moment was the amount of respect between the 2 fighters after.
Sure.
And you see that on TV and stuff. But I'm just saying, you really felt that. The respect, the
Sure.
amount. And I really think the NFL has become a bit like that. I think that's such a violent sport, the combat sport nature, that I think, and listen, free agency and all these other things, working out with each other in the offseason, playing college ball with each other, those things have certainly factored in way more than years ago. But
Yeah.
I just think there's a respect of beating each other up for 60 minutes and making it through, usually, hopefully, or without injury, and being able to walk off the field. That's what I see. I see it more like 2 fighters doing the same thing. Now, you do get some fights where they don't do that. That doesn't look like they respect each other.
Sure.
But I think for the most part, it's amazing to me that you can go to battle with someone for 15 minutes in a cage, an octagon, whatever, beat the hell out of them,
Yeah.
make them bloodied up, all this other stuff, try to knock them out, and then have the amount of respect after for getting through it. And I really feel like the NFL is a bit like that because I know it's such a violent game and people get hurt all the time.
Yeah, but I disagree because you're talking about one individual sport when you walk in there and you feel like you're alone. And it's like when you feel like you're alone and the door closes, it takes, like I said this before many times, the walk through an NFL tunnel into a game compared to the walk that you make to the cage, it's 100% different. Like, you have your teammates with you, you have your coaches and everything. So when you go to the football field, like, there's maybe some anxiousness, but you're never really nervous. Like, you play football your entire life. You know what to do. Go out there and do it. I fought for 10 years. But every single time I make that walk, and any fighters will tell you the same thing. There's the feelings of, why am I doing this? Like, what am I doing? So, like, I've never felt that in a football game where it's like, why am I here? What the hell am I actually doing? Like, Go out there and play football. With fighting, it's different. So like when you overcome that, whether you win or you lose, no matter how you win or you lose, like I think there's just a sense of, okay, I'm breathing. Okay, I'm alive. Cool. Sounds good. This is my opponent. I may have disliked him, but like in the grand scheme of things, we're all good. In football, it's different because you're losing as a team and you're winning as a team. And you got to usually, if it's a divisional opponent, you're seeing that team twice a year. I may never see another opponent again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you say, you wish them well. Okay, we'll see you later. I'll never talk to you again. In football, I got to see this offensive lineman the next year, maybe the following year. It's just like it's compounded simply because of what the game allows. In fighting, you get in, you get out. You may never see him again. In football, you got to hear about it in the press conferences. You got to watch film on them again. It's just there's a lot of things that get ingrained in you with the football where it's like I think it gives you more light to hate or dislike your opponent just because you got to see him all the time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's well said. That's the lens I now see it through.
Sure.
But I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying. There are just so many circumstances that have brought the football players together, including like labor talks. Like we're on the same team, right? We want more money. Where it's us against the owners sometimes. I mean, it's us against our own franchises, the people that are paying us. We're all on this team together, and I think that's kind of what's taken on to these post-game.
Well, I think
whatevers.
The ultimate thing I think though is like, and yes, you're right there too. But when you can transfer 4 times in your college career and go to free agency and do all this, you're going to play in the camps and you're going to play with everybody. Right? You're going to know everybody. Yeah. So like there's going to come a point where like you just can't really dislike the people. Yeah. And I think from the fan perspective, like that's hard for people because if you've been a Jags fan this whole time, you hate the Colts, you hate the Titans, you hate the Texans. I don't want to see my team dabbing up the other team that I hate, that I'm going to hate till I die.
Yeah.
But then these players who are on the field, like, there's really, if you're not going to be here, right? You're not going to be in Jacksonville the whole career probably. So when you leave, you're not going to care about hating the Texans anymore.
And that's the issue, Casey, right? Because how many players are on the Texans are from the Jaguars? How many Jaguars are like former Texans?
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know, we celebrate Michigan, Ohio State. Why? Because you wouldn't be caught dead transferring from Michigan to Ohio State.
Yeah. Right.
That's why it's a giant rivalry. That's why maybe it doesn't have that much luster here because, well, we have so many of their players. They have so many of our players.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a disconnect that's really hard to solve.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not going to get better.
But when sometimes teams take on that personality of the fan base. Some years, I really believe that. I've said this many times, and when that happens, it's really cool. And I think they did against the Titans. I think the Jags team took that personal in 22 against the Titans. They beat them both times. I think this team needs to take it personal again. You need to hate the Houston Texans on this Sunday afternoon. And hopefully they build that up in the building.
Why not? The Pastronaut, Josh
We'll
Dobbs.
be right back. We've got weekend wagers and picks. Those are the games we're picking. How will it go? The Jaguars.
Central.
When we come back. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon-Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
All right, got on the board. Got off the board, got on the board, and
You
had
had
a good
78 last week?
Yeah, pretty good. So,
Hamby, look at you, dog.
And damn it, if what was the one I needed? Oh, the Broncos. If they didn't blow that, I would have had more.
Cool.
But all right, I got some catching up to do still, and I'm not out of the woods yet here.
No, you're not.
So, all right, let's get it rocking and rolling. Austin's in the lead. You want to lead it off?
Brent, you're leading it off.
Oh, I'm
Brent's
leading it off.
Brent's
Okay,
leading
you
it off.
play point guard and let us know. Okay, let's go. I can do this pretty quick once you put them up.
Anytime now.
You're doing baseball again tonight, huh?
Yeah, what the hell? I'm riding with the Dodgers too, aren't I?
Dude, give up on the Dodgers.
Hey, I've been good the last couple of days. I've hit on the Dodgers.
Oh, my.
You going Kershaw?
I'm going to go with my 4-1 to the right. That's my $10 one. We'll go with the Dodgers to win on Kershaw's finale in the regular season at least. Go with the Mets to win, stay a little front of the Reds and company with a 2-game lead. It looks like they're getting hotter after the big slump. And I'm going over the Yankees and Orioles. I looked it up who was pitching, Trevor Rogers and somebody else. And
Trevor Rogers with a 1.74 ERA.
yeah, and the Yankees don't have much.
1.74.
Just going to get 9 runs. A little 6-3 win for the Yanks.
There is no scenario this one hits. Let's move on.
And we're going with it. Then I got 3 better. I think the Titans could
like
beat
the
the
Titans.
Colts. So we'll take the plus 175. I just feel it's weird that the Colts would end up going 3-0. Justin Jefferson has to start getting hot. He's had a very slow start, even though he did have a big catch to get me over last week. I'm coming back to him.
Carson Wentz, huh?
Why not? It's the
Carson
same.
Wentz, huh? I'll say it
Jake
again.
Brown and Carson Wentz. You got to throw that one guy the ball.
I got you.
All right?
I got you.
Brent, Casey, Hamby, Austin, we could all throw that guy the ball.
Sure.
A.J. Brown, anytime touchdown.
Somebody tell J.J. McCarthy, hate that guy.
Anytime touchdown for A.J. Brown. Has he scored yet this year? I don't
doubt
feel like
it.
he has, and that's what I thought. So, let's get him off the schneid.
Did you see that he's giving up the books, too? We talk about that?
Austin's been hitting
didn't see
A.J.
that.
Brown and it hadn't been working, so now, Brent, you're going to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Let's see if it works on my way.
Dude's
And
giving
then,
up his books.
Then we go in the college game, and kind of safe. I thought with the first two, I like Florida to cover the spread at 9.5.
Not the only one who has
That thing
Not the
started
only
at
one.
3.5.
Not the only one.
And
All of you?
No.
Oh, you all said it.
How about Indiana, almost a touchdown favorite against Illinois?
Yeah, I think Illinois, too.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. I need you guys to say something.
I'm with you. I know what you're going through. I was
Yeah,
about
I
to
get
say
it.
something.
I was going to. I'll rescue you. I know
Fill the
what you're
dead air a
going
little
through,
bit.
No, he doesn't. They were just going to sit there and look at you and make fun of you, Hamby. I'm not going to play that game. I understand.
I'm trying to go a little more medium wagers now. One you like, a little medium. I like to go for the big one.
So you've changed
plus
your strategy.
1,500.
Getting cocky a little bit.
No, not cocky. I've had to get on my ass going and get on the board.
That's true.
You're on
So
the
I had to
board,
stop
man.
taking
You're winning.
shots.
The Taylor Rogers thing is a debacle, and I will not have you sit here and talk crap about Taylor Rogers, who was in a trade last year.
Taylor or Trevor?
Trevor, I mean. He's been good on my fantasy team, but he was in a bad trade last year. The Orioles fans were really mad because they gave up Kyle Stowers. Then he's in the minor leagues and was terrible. They call him up, and he's been unbelievable all year. So
Where did Rodgers come from?
Miami.
Marlins?
Yes.
Oh, another great player that they decided
So that's
to let go,
working
it
to be
looks
a good trade for both.
Well, now
Or-
it looks good because Stowers is an all-star.
Okay.
But,
so
like,
horse apiece then.
in June, Rogers is still in the minors, and Stowers is in the all-star game, and they're like, what's going on?
Next week we got playoff baseball in Jacksonville at Jumbo Shrimp. Wrapping up the season with maybe a chance to win the International League Championship. Kind of cool. They are having the Jumbo Shrimp are having the best year. I think I saw the most wins since, did it say 1967?
That would make
in
sense.
a season?
Well, because
they play more too.
Well, they play more, and Double A was a shorter schedule anyway.
Yeah.
But
They're having a heck of a year.
They've been real talented, and it looks like they're going to play the Yankees team. So
That's Columbus.
no, that is Scranton Wilkes-Barre.
Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Who's Columbus? Is that the Reds now?
No, Columbus is Guardians.
Guardians. Which makes sense.
You would think.
Columbus Clippers were longtime Yankees.
Yes, they were. They're not anymore. Everybody's trying to move their teams
Hamby,
closer.
you have us ready? We can talk some more minor league baseball.
Yeah, here we
Okay.
go. So this is
You want
mine.
us to kill some time, man? We got it.
that's what I'm
Casey
saying.
and I are on a heater over here.
Starting on the left with the
That's
NFL.
respect.
Again,
I
guy
got-
wearing a Brewers shirt.
I got the Bucks minus 2.5.
appreciating it.
Bucks minus 2.5 against Tyrod. They're at home. I got the Jags money line. I got the Packers money line. That's my only visiting team that I have. They're at the Browns. I like the Titans as well. I got them at 10.5.
Is that the real spread?
No.
Okay.
And then the Seahawks money line against the Saints. I did another. I bought the Jags minus 3.5.
Here he goes again with the same team.
I know, man. When are we going to learn? But he's
So
beating
this
us,
is a
Casey.
5 to
so.
30.
And the
Bucks again minus 2.5, and then Titans plus 4.5. Then we're going to go to the college game. We got Syracuse plus 20.5 against Clemson.
I thought about
I don't
that.
think Clemson's beating anybody by 3 touchdowns with their offense right now.
Agreed.
I locked in Missouri at home against South Carolina earlier in the week when Lenore Sellers I thought was going to be out after Shane Beamer pretty much cried wolf in the postgame press conference complaining about the hit. All of a sudden, 4 days later, he's playing. Maybe it doesn't matter. So if there's one to be skeptical about that, it's that.
They're
But
still a heavy favorite. I looked.
They
today,
are, yeah.
which is kind of surprising.
Originally, it was 3.5. Then when it was Sellers was out, it was 12. I think it's back down to like 8.
Yeah, it is.
I will be heavily on the Canes this week at minus 5.5. Vandy minus 20.5 against Georgia State.
Oh.
Bobby is good enough.
I don't like that one.
Why?
No problem.
Murray State just played Georgia State.
The hell does that have to do with anything?
They're good.
Yeah, they don't have Pavia.
No, I'm kidding.
Oklahoma
I was joking. They're
plus
good.
1.5. So
Murray
I'm
State
fading the
got crushed,
1
that's what I'm
point
saying.
L, if anything.
Yeah.
Then I'm going with the jugular with this prop bet.
Going with the juggler.
I
he
like this
said.
a lot.
5 to
Somebody's
win
got a profit
150.
boost.
De'Ami Brown, 4 catches.
Okay.
CJ Stroud, throw a pick.
Okay.
Breece Hall, 2 catches.
Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy, 5 catches. Why not? He's hit it every week.
Dude's got to. Yeah, he's getting ready to crash out, though, I feel like. Go ahead.
All right. Chase Brown, 3.
You know what? That's not bad.
We'll take your word for that Chase Brown one. We can't see the name. You might have just forged
It's
that.
definitely Chase Brown.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chase Brown. I mean, maybe a backup quarterback even makes more sense, right? Check downs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I feel like that shouldn't be. Oh, you got the boost. Okay.
It was originally 5 to win 110.
Still.
Where the hell's my boost at? Damn, good for you, Hamby.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It won't hit.
No, it won't. No, it's not good, but like it looks great.
Nah, Jerry Judy's going to be the problem there.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy will be the problem.
Actually, no, it won't. It won't be Jerry. Jerry Jeudy will have 6 catches
it'll be
in the
most
first quarter.
obvious thing.
It'll be like
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown.
Yeah.
It'd be infuriating.
They're going to use P. Ryan a little more or something.
They'll turf toe him as well, and then next thing you know, P. Ryan's out there, got to make some plays, or maybe Stroud won't throw an interception. Who knows? But I like it. I respect what you're doing there.
All right, Case, you're up next.
All right. Yeah, this a lot of thought into these ones. Not gonna lie. Sat around.
I like it.
Really dug deep. Think I got some good options here.
Is this true or
Is Oregon back on it?
I'm giving up on Oregon. I don't trust them.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, no, this is. I threw this together. So
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
give me Miami to win.
trying to get on the board? I see it.
And give me North Carolina. Now, here's the thing, Hamby. I don't know nothing about UCF. They're terrible, right?
Both teams, I think, are pretty bad.
Yeah, but okay. So I'm with you. Both teams are pretty bad. I'm not sitting here saying North Carolina's good, but I don't think North Carolina should be plus 200 to win when UCF just lost to some.
They haven't lost. But they barely beat Jack State
Barely
in
beat
the
Jack
first
State.
week.
There we
So
go.
same thing.
I mean, I feel like North Carolina could very easily win a football game, and I feel like the Bill Belichick team has to get better because there's nowhere to go worse from what happened week 1. So I don't know. I think those teams could both win 10 to win 38, I guess. Give me Chuba Hubbard to score and have 10 rushing yards in the first quarter.
10 rushing yards in the first quarter. That's it, huh? That seems like a
Not
pretty
bad.
good play.
So here's the
I
interesting.
didn't know you could do that one.
Here's the interesting thing about that. Like I did it last night too with Cook, and it was like almost plus money. Like it's really an undervalued thing. Like I had Cook last night, 10 in the first quarter, 70 total, and then like a touchdown.
I went Cook over 100, plus it up, and
you
he got it,
Good for
but
you.
it didn't matter because I paired it with something that didn't work.
Was that the Josh Allen rushing yards or something?
Yeah, that was
It
bad.
was. I got that one. That was under.
Okay.
Oh, it was under. You're right. You're
But
right.
I was really Tua. I thought he was going to throw it a lot.
Well,
He had like 130 yards.
Yeah, just
He tried.
a lot of dump offs.
He tried.
Wasn't for lack of effort.
And then this one on the right, again, just trying to get on the board. Give me points. Florida State over 49.5. I think Florida State covers.
Yeah, they'll do that
And the
by
spread is
themselves.
45, so I feel like they get to 50 without even needing any help.
Kent State's terrible.
Missouri, yeah, they only won once in like 6 years.
it's not
Florida
good,
State's got no problem running up the score, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I like that a lot. In real U.S. currency, I'll probably do the spread as well. Missouri, South Carolina to get 40. I think
like
that's
that.
easy. Michigan State, USC, I don't know anything about either, but 50 seems like something they could do. And then Trevor Rogers is going to strike out 4 Yankees because the Yankees have struck out the third most of any team in the sport.
Okay.
Good call. I like that one.
So let's get on the board.
Yeah, you're trying to get on the board with those.
Yeah, and I don't know. If you, like, here's the thing. They look stupid. If you put real, like, actual currency on it, it's a good payout. Because they're all, like, +2, +3 something. Make some real money.
Do you not put real currency on these?
I do, but not
Okay.
$5.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, it does hit. I'll be okay because one's like 90. Like, yeah.
Okay.
But for the gimmick, I got to do 5.
So I also did a lot
Even
of
though
due
it's my gimmick.
I hear you.
I did a lot of due diligence
I know
in my
you did.
picks as well. Literally did this during the show this morning. So then,
saw that.
then sent them to Casey. Yeah, that's weird, man, because I don't like to do them like a couple
against
days
the rules?
out, just because
You got to call him out
things
on
can
it and be
happen.
right.
What?
I knew it, but
You know what?
you did it during the show.
Oh, is that okay?
No.
I thought we
That
had to
was
get
our
it in
rule.
before we do the segment.
No, before the show starts.
Well, you can do it during the show, but if somebody called you out and they're right, you got to throw.
Oh,
the card.
okay. Well,
but
my
nobody
bad.
called you out.
Nobody called me out, so we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, see, I thought we had to turn them in before we do the segment, and then we
for
call.
sure.
Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad. Well, now I
Bets
know.
placed before 10 a.m. Friday.
You survived. I mean,
We'll start the Friday because I go Friday, Saturday. I go 2 Sundays.
I tried to get them in order for you.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Good looking out. So we're going to like the German like B level of soccer here.
what are you doing?
Oh.
What am I doing?
It's like your fourth bet on soccer this week.
Yeah, man. And guess what? 3 of them paid. Emmanuel Bielefeld and Firth is playing, and I have both those teams scoring, and it's going to be over 2.5 games. If you want to get my analysis on it, check out my Patreon. I'll discuss why I think this could be actually. I almost went over 3.5 goals, but unfortunately didn't have the cojones to do that. Got to get on the board, obviously. And shout out to Stuart Weber's show too, as well. We do in here. Fleet Footy. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure they were definitely breaking down Armenia.
Oh yeah.
Battlefield.
Well, I'm sure Brent's going to probably retweet that as well. Over 54.5 points. What do you know? Tulsa, Oklahoma State, two really bad teams. I think something's got to give. Give me over in that game. And then also, I like Iowa's getting their stud running back. I want to say they're 6-0 or 7-0 against Rutgers in the Big Ten when they played them. So go and give me Iowa minus 2.5. Probably going to be a pretty boring game, but I have them winning. Saturday, Florida State's going to cover. I have Florida Gators covering. And then, Casey, I know how you feel about it, but this is the Civil War. I saw this firsthand.
Oh, it's Oregon State?
It's Oregon State, man.
Damn it, he'll run it up on them.
They do not like each other. Yeah. I saw it firsthand when I watched an Oregon State baseball game when I was there for the spring game. They don't like each other. Big rivalry game for Oregon. I think they get back on top and cover that spread. Next, we're going to go right into the Texans Jaguars game. Trevor Lawrence over 10.5 rushing yards. Nico Collins over 68.5. Travis Hunter over 35.5. I think you have to get him going, right, especially at home. And then I have Travis Etienne with over 13.5. Receiving yards, 5 will get you 55. And last but not least, Jordan Mason, anytime touchdown. Couple that with the Jordan Mason rushing yards.
Who?
Jordan Mason, who's the running back for the Vikings.
He's been good.
Aaron Jones has officially been ruled out. You have Carson Wentz at quarterback, and you have Jake Browning you're going against.
Stack the box, baby.
Stack the box if you want. Jordan Mason's a tough-nosed runner.
Aren't good on defense.
There you go. That helps as well. So go ahead and give me Jordan Mason. And then Kyle Pitts kills the Carolina Panthers.
Who doesn't?
Over 37.5 yards. And then Patrick Mahomes is going to have, in a get-right game for the Kansas City Chiefs, for the love of God, please, because I have Patrick Mahomes as my quarterback. Same. He's going to have over 1.5 passing touchdowns. $5 gets you 33.71.
Real quick thought on that. The Chiefs, their schedule after this week, ooh, they better start playing a little better. Here's what they got, Hamby, while you get yours ready. They got the Giants, obviously. Then they got Ravens, Jags on Monday night. Okay. Lions right after that. So, I mean, you got the Ravens and the Lions. Are they splitting that? Even if they beat the Giants and the Jags? Are they 3-3 after 6? Are they 2-4 potentially after 6 if they don't get it figured out?
2-4.
Oh, 2-4, yeah.
You know, and that's if someone doesn't like the Jags, don't surprise them or something like that. You know, so then it loosens up. You got the Raiders, but then they got Commanders and Bills right after that. So it's not they better start playing better. Is my point.
Yeah,
or they're in trouble.
Hamby already did his, by the way, so we can move.
Xavier Worthy coming back. So
I just wanted to get that Chiefs thing in. 0-2 is not a guarantee. All right, what about our weekend spreads?
All right,
haven't seen these once yet, Casey's. My bad.
I sent them down.
Oh, no, you didn't know. I haven't looked at it. Dude, I've been busy. No, I appreciate it. I just haven't looked at it, man.
I would have appreciated a response to my text, though.
Okay, so here's the truth.
What was your text?
Yeah, here's the truth on that.
Gosh.
When they were arguing last week about who knows what, Georgia and remember, was that last week with Tennessee?
Yeah.
And Marcel and everybody's arguing. I muted the group chat because I'm sick of you guys, frankly. So if you after I send the picks in there, I don't see anything until next week.
I figured that was the case.
So what did you want from me? You didn't want one of these games?
I was asking that the first game be moved back to 6.5.
No!
Because it was there all week.
I knew he
must
wasn't
have
going
just
to do
changed for like the hour before you looked.
Who cares? No. Win by a touchdown.
Line, man. Why would you change it?
All right, you pick
this
first,
is a
Hamby.
real degenerate. I mean, my God.
Hamby, tell me what you're thinking here, because obviously you like the different team at 6.5.
Well, obviously he likes Auburn.
at
right?
No, I
7.5.
liked Oklahoma to win by a touchdown. 7.5 is a little different. I do believe in Mateer. He's going to throw the football to the other team once or twice. But as of right now, if the Heisman candidate or the Heisman vote was tomorrow, Mateer probably win the thing. He's going to run it right all the way over Auburn. Jackson Arnold's going to try the same thing, but Brent Venables can finally focus on his defense. Now he's got a quarterback. I like Oklahoma.
Brent.
Whew, that was a lot, yet not convincing at times.
Well, you have Oklahoma, so in your bets.
Yeah,
so
I'll
let's
take.
go.
7.5 is a lot in a game like this. I just don't know if Auburn's ready. So we'll go with Oklahoma.
Casey, what are you thinking, man?
I haven't watched Oklahoma play it down, nor have I watched Auburn play it down. But I do need to sell Jackson Arnold mini helmets.
Okay.
So that'd be good if Auburn won.
I'm leaning towards Oklahoma here.
Sounds good. We'll take Oklahoma.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Way to not go with emotion.
Sorry.
Sports Office has
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yes.
Yeah.
Sports Office go with all the favorites. UNC and UCF.
Destroyed the
guys.
Well, I told you I think UNC is going to win the football game outright. So
here's the thing. I like to your point of two crappy teams. Here's what I want to do, Casey, because one of two things is going to happen. Either UNC wins and we do good, right? Because I feel like Hamby's not going against the alma mater.
Sure.
Or we pick UNC and they lose, but you know what? We get like the press conference, we get the Jordan, stuff fallout. So either way, it's kind of a win-win. So I say we go UNC here.
Yep.
And even if they lose, I'll be cool with it because I'll watch the reactions.
We'll take UNC.
Hamby, you like your alma mater?
Nope.
Oh, damn.
UNC's going to win. We're okay.
I think 6.5 is a lot. I don't know. This game is such a freaking coin flip. I don't think Vegas has any idea. So I think probably a wise move not to go 6.5.
What time are they playing this game?
This is a 3:30 kick tomorrow.
Oh, at the bounce house, though?
It is. Yeah.
They're going to be bouncing.
They'll be bouncing, Brent.
Just like that pickleball.
Scott Frost, man.
Yeah, we'll take UNC.
Belichick
over Scott Frost.
Damn.
With all due respect.
Pick her up, Casey.
All right, Illinois, Indiana. Well, you know where I think, man. Illinois 6.5. I'm not sure Indiana's better than them, and I don't know if they're 6.5 better than them.
I like Fernando Mendoza, but I'll go with you on this one.
You guys are taking Illinois?
Illinois.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Illinois as well.
You think so?
Yeah.
We're just going to beat them the whole time?
Illinois is better. Well, no, I hate to pick what they're picking, but I think Illinois is a better football team. By the way, quarterback signed stuff on my eBay.
Mendoza?
No, Illinois. What's the guy's name? Altmaier, Luke. Known good guy.
I get one in a week. This is the one. Indiana.
Did you not bet on Illinois in your thing?
Yeah. No, my thing. What thing? What?
On your
bets.
On your bets.
Yeah. I took Illinois.
So why the hell are we picking Indiana?
Because then either way I win. This is what I'm doing.
No, sir. We are taking Illinois.
Fine. Man.
What the hell was that?
Because I'm thinking either I win with the bet, which is cool, or I'm hedging, man.
You got to ride it.
You guys have shown a lot of sensitivity on this show this week. I didn't
hedging.
expect him to show that kind of sensitivity. Like, I've got to feel good about a win either way.
No.
Well, no.
We are taking the Fighting Illini.
Okay, man.
Give me the Shad Khans.
Texans, Jaguars.
If you can't win this one, Jags, when do you ever expect?
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Jags.
to
I'm in
beat
on
the
the
Texans?
Jags. It's a big game.
What do you think?
Texans have won 7 in a row. 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 11 or 9 out of 11, something
We
like
get
that.
it.
here
They
in
beat
Jacksonville.
the heck out of the Jags.
I think the Jaguars are definitely supposed to win this game.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see Houston winning this, honestly. I don't.
We'll take the Jags.
Yeah.
Broncos, Chargers. I think this is your turn.
Okay, here's my initial thoughts.
All right.
Because once again, I haven't seen any of these lines until right now.
Okay.
Vegas knows something that we don't, because I would have put the Chargers at minus 3.5 or something, especially with the way that the Broncos have been playing.
Yep.
But I think Vegas knows something that we don't.
Okay.
And I'll take it in honor of my son, so I'm leaning towards the Broncos because my son's a big Broncos.
This is going to be your one then, because I would have picked Chargers, but I don't really want to argue with you, so we'll take the Broncos.
Broncos.
I actually could see, I kind of like what Austin's saying here, Hamby, because a lot of these games in the AFC West are weird scores, right? Like that 20-19, 17-16. Heck, Broncos lost 29-28 last week. So the 3 is, but the Chargers are better, and if they're going to give us that opportunity,
Yeah,
let's
we'll
take
the
it.
Chargers.
I got the Broncos missing the playoffs this year anyway and
Can't
having
pick her
a
up
bad
with-
sophomore season.
It's a good pick, guys.
Lions and Ravens, good football game here, minus 4.5. Who are the
This is
Lions?
Monday
First
night,
week
by the way.
Or second week?
Just so you know.
Hamby, what do you like?
I like the Ravens, especially at home.
Brent does not.
That's 5 points a lot with two big, good teams. 4.5 points in the NFL is a lot.
Yeah, I know. The Lions looked real good last week with their offense, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop the Ravens.
Ravens gave up 41 goals.
I can go either way.
Yeah, I'll trump you on this one. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say the Lions cover the 4.5.
Okay.
So you guys are picking the Lions.
We were going to pick the Lions.
What are you thinking?
Ravens.
So Lions can't necessarily run the football well. No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think the Lions could have trouble against the Ravens running the football and get Gibbs going. Can Amon-Ra torch the Ravens? I mean, that's what it comes down to. Okay. Ravens.
All right. So we got a couple different there at the end of the NFL. That's
had to get a couple games.
Yeah.
Game picker-uppers.
Game picker-uppers we go.
The Illinois thing is so perplexing still.
And the sports department has the favorites in all of them.
Yeah, we don't care about them.
Well, they're not here to defend them.
I thought somebody would show up for the bit. Nope.
Next week, it's probably better with nobody showing up for the bit. We're almost like running out of time on the bit. We got enough people.
The show's we're not over as it stands. I thought we were way over. I thought we were just doing this for.
We're actually like kind of right on time.
We good?
Really?
All right, man.
So you guys have a nice weekend. All right.
Okay.
Enjoy it.
See ya.
Seen a movie or anything? Getting thrown up on?
No. Just going to the game, man.
All right.
Going to the
be
game.
at the game.
I'll be at the game.
Ronan going to the game?
Ronan's going to the game.
All right.
Yep. Well, I mean, I got some other things to do before that.
I hear you.
Pre-game show, check me out.
Yeah, that's okay. You can. Jaguars.com.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
Don't. Yeah, it's on the radio, but don't worry about that part. See me in person. See me on the screen.
See the polo shirt.
Yeah, see the polo shirt.
Have a good weekend, everybody. High school football tonight, 7 o'clock until midnight. Our coverage, Game of the Week, West Nassau and Yulee. Action Sports Shacks 24/7 network. Then we've got you covered all day on Sunday as well. And in between, a little Action Sports Shacks primetime on a Saturday night. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you at the Dream 18 on Monday.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Shacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion.
After dominating all day,
This becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call.
life's a non-stop game. But with this ride, I'm always on my A game.
The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table.
Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the